welcome back to the long-awaited special podcast episode for Fast X, episode 63.
Yes,
we
sir.
have Tony here with us.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yes, sir. It's a big day, big episode. It's been a little bit since we did the podcast, but here we are. We are back, and you already know what it is. You already know why we're all here. Come on now. Fucking Fast X, baby. Fast X came out last week, and fucking it was quite the experience. So I guess we might as well just start with fucking Fast X, because I know that's what we're all here to talk about. So, excuse me. So, different to last time, because last year we reviewed Fast 9. Different to last time is Austin actually seen the movie this time, so now Austin knows what exactly we're talking about when it comes to the Fast franchise. So,
I'm not happy that I know.
So, I seen this in the theater. I went to Regal Cinema, and you went to the theater, right, Austin?
Yes, I went to the AMC theater, which I will say is empty as fuck at 10 in the morning, because that is when I saw it. So,
Yeah, Regal was empty as fuck when I went there. Did you see this in the theater, Tony?
No. I saw it on my laptop. First of all, let's get this straight. Vin Diesel doesn't deserve my money.
Oh my god.
Neither does the sellout The Rock. We'll get to that. You guys want me to rant? I'll get on a rant. We'll get to that later on.
Oh no. Oh man. Well,
I'm sorry, Dwayne. It's not The Rock. It's not The Rock that I hate. It's Dwayne. But again, we'll get there.
Oh man. So,
sounds like CM
yeah,
Punk
Fast
right
X.
He said Dwayne.
So, Fast X came out on May 19th. I did not see it on opening day because I had to work. So, but
I saw it on the day after opening day.
I saw it probably, I think, if not the day of, probably the weekend.
yeah. So I will say when I went, the theater was empty. I mean, the Regal I went to, Tony's been to that Regal, so that's actually the one we saw Fast 9 at last year, so Tony knows exactly how empty that theater is. So, if you're wondering, a year later, it's still the same. There's still nobody there. Like, you really don't even have to buy a ticket, really. Like, honestly, you could just walk in if you wanted to. The only person that was in there was the guy at the concession stand, so it's like, really could just walk in there and see any movie you wanted to. But I will say, quickly, I don't know if the AMC theater has this, Austin, but at Regal, they changed it to where, because when you used to come in the entrance, they would have people like standing at the like desk or whatever, and that's you would go up to them and get your ticket and whatever.
Mm.
But now they don't have that anymore. They changed it to where it's all like automated now. To basically you walk up and it's like this touchscreen thing, and you just like select whatever movie you're watching, and then how many tickets, and then you just swipe your card and pay, and that's it. Like, there's no people there anymore or anything. It's crazy.
Well, see, the only problem with that movie theater, and them doing that, is that like we were smart enough to like, let's just look up the time the movie starts and try to find the room. and
Yeah.
so just walking. Probably shouldn't be saying this on the podcast, but um, regardless, they just I don't know they had a really bad poor security system in that theater, which is a shame.
Yeah.
Because I remember there was once upon a time where that theater was, you know, it it was somewhat respected. Now it,
Yeah.
it kind of seems like a show of his former self, but so does Dwayne Johnson's career.
Oh my god.
Well, before we get to Tony's rant, my experience with my theater was a little bit different because it was dead at first, and then like 30 minutes, like right before the credits, a whole bunch of people piled into my theater because of course, and
Oh man.
I had
Regal never has a bunch of people pile in. It's always like a ghost town in there.
I had the weirdest experience because there was these like six ladies sitting behind me, and when I say ladies, I mean like probably they're in their 60s, 70s, maybe six of them. And tell me why all of them were like drooling over Vin Diesel during the movie,
Oh my
like
god.
the entire movie. I was like, why, man? But I mean, besides that, the theater was actually decently full for some reason. I don't know why.
So, question: did you like get popcorn or anything for the movie? Cause I didn't.
I did, and it didn't have no butter on it, so
Yeah,
kind of
bro.
soured my
Fucking
mood a bit.
yeah, bro. First of all, Regal charges like $16 per ticket, plus like it's even more than that to get fucking shitty ass food at their concession stands. So I just don't even bother like getting their food anymore. Cause I used to get popcorn and shit when I would go there, but it's just it ain't worth it anymore, man. Like the last couple times I had it, it was just like it was ass. Like I'm not even gonna lie, but um, yeah, my theater experience was I went and saw this with my mom, and it was just us in the theater. Pretty much exactly how it was when me and Tony saw Fast 9 last year. Literally exactly the same. Only two people in theater. Oh yeah, I did want to say. I don't know if you know this, Tony, but they Regal actually has a thing now where when you get your ticket, they tell you on the ticket like what seat you're supposed to sit in. When they never had that before, and now like when you get your ticket, it has like a seat number on it, and you're supposed to sit in that seat. I don't know why they implemented that, but that's the
I
thing
don't
now.
mind that. I don't mind that. I have a my theater is an AMC theater as well. It's a very nice theater. It's probably my favorite theater I've ever
Hmm.
been in. Every single movie I've ever seen in the theaters always packed. Always have a good crowd reaction. I went to go see Mario and like the whole crowd was like it made it great. But they do that, and I don't mind
Yeah.
it. You know, it's fine.
Yeah.
See, I would get it though if Regal was busy, but the thing is, they ain't busy, so I don't
Yeah, true.
know why they need that exactly. But
Right.
uh, I mean, it was whatever. Um, but yeah, I mean, like it sucks seeing it so empty, but it is kind of nice having like the whole theater to yourself. But
Mm-hmm.
um, anyway, I guess we should get into the movie now because there's a lot, and I mean a lot, to talk about when it comes to Fast X. So, originally, when this movie got announced, I had heard that it was going to be the last one, but then Vin Diesel came out and said, oh, well, this is going to be a two-parter because there's so much story to tell. And that's what I thought for the longest time. But no, now that Fast X has come out, Vin Diesel has said, oh no, this is going to be a trilogy. I'm like, why, man? Why? Like, why does this need to be a trilogy? So, this film, even though it's the 10th film in the franchise, this is technically the start of whatever fucking trilogy Vin Diesel is planning. I don't know what's gonna happen in the next two movies. If somehow they can go more outlandish and dumb than they did with this movie, like at this point, it feels like they're just gonna try to outdo themselves every single film. Like they're just gonna go crazier and stupider and more unrealistic. And I remember hearing rumors of like fucking Universal wanting them to like cross over with Transformers and all that shit. I think we talked about that last time, and fucking if that happens, bro, that's just I don't even know. At this point, I don't know. But so I get like one thing I got from this movie is like I'm they gotta know a lot of shit about this franchise as a meme now because it's like they're almost doing this shit intentionally, bro. Like I swear to God, the first fucking shot of the movie, like besides the flashback to Fast Five, like the first shot of like the current day movie, they start with the fucking Dodge Charger, and I was like, really, we're just gonna start with the Dodge Charger and shit, and then Vin Diesel is talking about, oh, you gotta be the car, you gotta feel the car,
You're
and
probably right with them knowing that it's a meme now because from what I read, apparently they said family over 300 times in this movie.
oh yeah, it's
Yeah, it was like I said this to Dev, like, you know, on conversation. This movie felt very Sharknado-ish. Like it felt like a sci-fi movie,
yeah,
but just a really, really, really good budget. Like
yep,
not just because of the craziness. No, that's not why. The dialogue was so campy in certain points from Brie Larson, like in the beginning. And I don't know, maybe in the past movies it's been like this. It probably most definitely has been like this, but for some reason this movie it was very, very evident of like, okay, or they're playing with us, they're messing with us. Because why are they talking like this? Why are they saying family why do they know about the barbecues?
yeah. Like it's to the point where like the main villain of the film is just like, oh Dom, you're not gonna have any more barbecues in your backyard. I'm like, how do you
Why would
know
he
about
know
that?
about that?
Like,
It's like fucking Jason Momoa is just like stalker or some shit, or he's like in the background of the barbecues or some shit.
Here's the thing though, having a barbecue with your friends and family is literally something everybody does. So like I don't know, they make it seem like it's a special thing that they always do after like a big mission. But I'm pretty sure after doing all that, they probably get hungry like every other. I don't know. It's just I just it felt silly. They try to make the barbecue part of this big family thing, which yes, it is a staple. At the end, they have a barbecue. We get it, but that's like something we all do. Why is it being brought up? I don't know. Why does he know about it? Like why
Because
is I don't
family,
know.
Tony.
That was
like
weird.
it's like I said, they know the shit's a meme because they do the barbecue at like the end of every one of these fucking movies. So it's a meme at this point, and they have to know it is, man. Because so before we get into the actual movie itself, I want to talk about the fucking retconning that they have done
Oh yeah, boy.
because it before it even gets into the movie, we get this fucking shit where they're flashing back to Fast Five when fucking Dom and Brian are robbing the safe out of the bank or whatever. And so I don't know why they did this, but for some reason they were like, oh well, let's go back to Fast Five and retcon it because like they show the scene exactly how it is in Fast Five, but oh after they take the vault out, there's this new scene where it's like the empty vault, and then fucking Jason Momoa walks out, and then they're like, "Oh, Jason Momoa was there. You guys just didn't see it from that angle in the movie." And I'm just like, bro, why? And the funny thing is, I was talking to Tony about this. Later on in the movie, they retcon this exact same shot that they retconned. They retcon a
Yeah.
retcon in this fucking movie, dude. Like, it was ridiculous. And so basically, Jason Momoa's character is that he's the son of the main villain from Fast Five, pretty much. And he's out to get revenge against fucking Dom and his entire family because they stole his father's money. And so that's like his whole thing. And he uh, says he's gonna hunt them down and kill every single one of them. And then we go to 10 years later, which is crazy to think it's been officially 10 years since Fast Five. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Um, so then, like I said, it starts off with Dom and his son in the Charger, and he's like letting his son drive the Charger, and he's like doing donuts and shit. And I was like, what is this? And then like motherfuckers doing shit like that I could never do in my own car, and fucking that he feels like he's not good enough, and Vin Diesel's just like, oh, you gotta feel the car, you gotta be the car, and I'm just like, bro. And then after that, they immediately they do change it up this movie because they start off the movie with the barbecue. They don't end it with the bar. They start off the movie with the barbecue this time, and fucking almost everybody is there, and like I like the characters in these movies, but like it's just gotten to a point where the characters are so ridiculous, especially Vin Diesel. He's become the most ridiculous character when it comes to how much of a like tough guy they have turned him in, but for some reason he's like cares so much, like not even like, I was gonna say care about his family, but that's fine, but they've like turned it up to 11 where he has like this ungodly like determination to do anything and everything to save his family. And I was just like, motherfucker, like 5 movies ago, you didn't even know half these people.
Did you notice that there was like a good little scene where like I don't know if they were aiming that he this would be like a sister role to Dom, or if like he wanted to like fuck her, or and she did too. You know what I'm talking about? Remember,
Um,
there's a good little scene with like in the beginning of the movie with this girl, and I think there might have been like a fight scene or something. Maybe she ran away, or whatever. The point is, they get to the house and it's revealed that she's a sister of his ex, who had his kid.
mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it had some weird chemistry there where it was like, yo, uh,
Yeah.
ain't you a Letty?
I don't know, man. Fucking Vin Diesel's around so many women in this movie. He has like so many like sentimental scenes with these women. I just don't even know.
Right.
Fucking, it's just so ridiculous.
Yeah, drive. Yeah, be about family angle. It's gonna be alright. You just gotta live, and it's about driving my Kumba time. Like, bro, like,
No, because the new thing they added into this movie that wasn't in any of the other movies is for this fucking goddamn cross necklace that Vin Diesel is wearing. And I swear, there's at least 6 or 7 scenes where one of these motherfuckers is holding the necklace and they're like, gotta have a little faith. And I was like,
wait,
so you're telling me, like, not
wait.
only are these
It's
men.
definitely
Huh?
not new. It's definitely not new though, because I remember now. One of the movies, like, the cop has it, and he like steals it back. So it's definitely like been in the movie before.
I don't remember them ever like utilizing it this much though. Yeah, I swear there's like multiple scenes where they all did the have a little faith thing, and I was like, so you're telling me like not only are these people indestructible, but but of course it has to be Dom's necklace as a good luck charm as well. It couldn't have been, it couldn't have been Ludacris's necklace, like his chain. No, it had to be Dom's necklace. Only Dom's necklace has fucking good luck powers, I guess.
Can I also say this is the only Fast and Furious movie I've seen?
Yeah, Austin has not seen any of the other films in this franchise, so he had no idea what he was in for. And well, now you know, Austin. The franchise never used to be like this, man. It used to be a lot more toned down and like
No, I
normal.
don't think. You know what? I don't. You know what? I don't think we can say that no more. We, I think we have to be honest with ourselves and realize that number one and number two, they were toned down, sure, but let's be
Hmm.
honest. The rest of the series is way more crazy than it is toned down. One and two,
Yeah.
and maybe three. You can count three as being normal because three is more racing than all the movies combined. But
Hmm.
from 4 to 10, it is all stupid.
Yeah, when I was watching, I was wondering, I was like, so, because I was thinking in my head, I'm like, how did this turn from drag racing in like Tokyo and LA and shit to secret agents? I'm just sitting here like, why?
In a way, if you're paying attention, in a way, some stuff does make sense because in the first movie, they were racers, but then they showcased that their side jobs, they were like heisting and stealing money from like tanks or something like that. They were just stealing something from trucks or whatever like that, and them being good at racing is how they were able to be good at stealing the stuff from the trucks. And so that happens in the first one. So they kind of established that like they're doing like a little bit of the crazy stuff that happens later on in the movies. It is in the first one. It's just really, really like kind of in the background because there is some stuff in the forefront.
Hmm.
And then the second one is kind of like the same thing, where like it's like a sorry, it's my laundromat, my fault. um, where it's like a buddy cop movie. Um, like towards the end of the movie, it does get like a tiny bit crazy. So they it's in there. Uh, and then what happens in the fourth one, bro?
Oh God, I've only seen that movie one time. Oh, what
Same.
was it? Oh man, it's been so long since I've seen it. I know it's like a pretty like I think that was the one where they started doing the crazy shit. It
I,
wasn't to
I
the level it is now, but I think that's where they started doing it.
I think the fourth one was about Letty was dead and Dawn was trying to figure out who killed her. And then at the end of the fourth one, you realize that yeah. So we're gonna do this. The fourth one is really when it starts like the whole like fake death thing because the you you think Letty had died, and then at the end they showcase that she ain't been dead. And then the fifth one, and then six, yeah.
And this franchise, movie by movie, is just every movie has just gotten dumber and dumber and dumber. And I
Let me
don't know how much dumber it can get,
I mean, I think
but
it
they'll
can.
find a
There's two
way.
more movies. Hopefully, there's two more movies. Next thing we know, Vin Diesel's gonna say, "Oh, this is gonna be a quadrilogy." I'd be like, "No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it."
Yeah, I don't know, man. Vin Diesel, that man has got all these ideas in his head. of what he wants to do with this franchise. I'm genuinely like scared for what this man has planned the next two movies. But
Uh,
fucking to get back to the movie, they at the cookout scene they reveal what they're going to be doing somewhat in this movie because fucking what's his name, Roman, fucking he apparently has this job that they're going to go on, and at this point they don't know that it's a setup. They think it's just actual job. So fucking uh, Roman and Tej and I think her name's Ramsey, right? Ramsey.
I believe so. I think.
So uh, they're all, and fucking Han is there as well. And if you don't remember, they fucking retconned his death in the last film. And don't worry, they did it again in this film too. Um, with a different character. We'll get to that. Um, it's Han, Roman, Tej, and Ramsey are all gonna go do this job in Rome. That apparently they're gonna like do like this heist for some kind of like equipment or some shit, whatever it was. And like Roman has this whole thing where he's like, oh, I want to lead a mission for once. I want to be the leader and whatever. And then fucking Vin Diesel's in the garage cleaning his Charger, and then this the old lady, I don't remember what her name is, but she walks in and tells Dom that he's a good man and whatever, and then he like starts looking around the room and sees like pictures of everybody from all the movies, and fucking they show like a couple pictures of Paul Walker, and then I faintly in the background heard them do like a piano version of "See You Again" from Fast 7. Um, and then I think after that they just fucking go to Rome, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, so what happens in between that is like later that night, fucking Dom and Letty put I think the kid's name is Lil B, right?
Yes.
So they put him
Mhm.
to bed, and then they fucking start making out and whatever, and then they hear something downstairs, and the person that shows up at their doorstep is the chick who was the main villain in, I want to say it was Fate of the Furious, right?
Maybe.
I know she's the fucking chick that was like flying the jet in Fast 9 where Vin Diesel put like the magnets and shit to get over the goddamn ravine or whatever that bullshit was. Um, and yeah, because she worked with fucking John Cena in Fast 9. I remember now. I don't remember what her name is though, but she shows up to the front door. She's all beaten up and bloodied, and Dom's like, "Oh, what are you doing here? I should kill you right now for everything you did." And she says that she has something important to tell him, and he holds like a gun to her and tells her to speak. And then we get like this whole scene where she excuse me, she's like in her office with all this like technology or whatever, and then fucking Jason Momoa comes in on the elevator, and he starts killing her security guards, and he talks about, oh, I want to work with you and whatever, and she's just like, no. And then he just fucking takes her shit, and then he reveals, oh, well, to all the security guards, just so you know, I've captured every single one of your family members, and they're all tied up. And I was like, what the fuck?
Right.
And he just like pulls on his phone and just has all this like video footage of like these families and these children like tied up. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? And he's like, so if you want your families to survive, just come with me. And so they turn on this chick, and Jason Momoa leaves with whatever the fuck technology he stole. I forget what it was called. And uh, so the security guards start trying to beat her up, and somehow she's able to just defeat all of them, even though they had guns and shit. And because she's just a badass, I guess is just how that goes. And so she's able to escape in the elevator, and so that's how she escaped. And basically she's like saying that Jason Momoa wants Dom dead and he wants his whole family dead and all this shit. And she's like, so I just wanted to let you know that we're not friends, but uh, what did she say? She said, what the fuck did she say? She says something like the enemy of my enemy
Is my
is
friend, I
your
think.
some
Something.
shit like that.
It's been
And
like a week since I've watched it, so.
she said something like that. It's basically saying like she just wanted to let him know that Jason Momoa was coming for them. And so basically they go to Rome, and we see like Roman and all them getting there, and they got these like sports cars and headsets and all this shit, and they're gonna get ready to go on this heist and whatever. And then like the next day at fucking Dom's house or whatever, fucking uh the fuck, what is his name? I think he's like, I don't remember his name, but he's like one of the people that works with Mr. Nobody, I think. And he basically they were asking him because he showed up and they're like, "Oh, aren't you supposed to be in Rome doing this job with Roman and them?" He's like, "Oh, I never went to Rome. What are you talking about?" And then they
Right.
realize that the thing is like a setup, and so Dom's just like, "Well, we're going to Rome," because I guess you can just go to Rome that easily just that day if you want. And so they leave fucking Little B there with fucking, oh, what is her fucking name in the movie? She's Dom's sister. Oh, I'm blanking on her name. Fucking,
Did she had a name? I didn't even hear one.
she's she's been in every single one of these damn things. She has a name. I just can't remember what it is. Fucking, I was gonna say Dom's sister. Fuck, whatever. Um,
Mia.
so yeah, Mia, that's her name. So uh, they leave Little B there with Mia because they think, oh, this is just some kind of setup. We'll just go take care of this and we'll be back or whatever. Like they don't realize the lengths that Jason Momoa is gonna go to like fuck with them. And so they go to fucking Rome, and it turns out like Roman and them they start trying to pull off this heist, and then they find out that what's inside the van that they're trying to hijack is actually a giant ass bomb. And then we see Jason Momoa. He's like uh, watching the whole thing go down, and he's basically saying like, "Oh, when that thing goes off, it's gonna blow up like half of fucking Rome." And it's like, okay, question. So this man says that he wants to go after Dom and his family, right? And that's like his thing. He wants to hunt them down.
Yes.
Can I ask exactly why the fuck he wants to blow up half of Rome? Like, what
I
does that
don't.
have to do with taking them down?
I was confused by that as well because number one, Dom wasn't even in Rome.
Yeah, he
The
wasn't
only
even
reason why
there.
the only reason
He
why
wasn't even
Dom went
there.
to Rome was because he sent uh Roman and the crew on a mission in Rome, and they figured
Mm-hmm.
out that like, oh, okay, there's a bomb and whatever, and somehow I don't know what magic. How did he get there? How did Dom get in Rome so fast? Because I'm
Say
pretty
a
sure
minute.
Yeah,
we're
they
like,
get there. somehow, exactly when this heist is going on, they get there the exact second, and they're in the exact vicinity because they're like, oh, it's right over there. Like,
Yeah,
how the fuck?
keep in mind that like I am very very sure that at this moment when Dom realizes that the mission is a fluke, that
Mm.
Roman and them are already in Rome. The mission is already started somehow, and like countries are far, y'all. I don't know if like I'm assuming we could say fine. It might have been in Brazil, Puerto Rico. I don't know what country they were, but I'm pretty sure they can't just get to Rome in a few hours. Okay,
And Vin Diesel's mind, they can.
and yet they do anyway. Um, yeah, I don't know how Jason Momoa
Yeah, bro, there's no
wanted to
way.
blow up Rome.
So, so Dom's house is in Los Angeles, right?
Believe so.
Okay,
So, I looked up. There's no way. There's no way, bro, that they could have got to Rome that fast because a non-stop flight from Los Angeles to Rome is 12 hours. There's no way that they could have got there that fast.
exactly. And keep in mind
Even if they
again,
were on like some kind of special plane, it still would have taken at least several hours.
exactly. And again, keep in mind when they figure out that the mission was a ride, the mission had already started in Rome, and then
Yeah.
Dom shows up minutes later.
Yeah. It's so
But again, Jason Momoa, why did he want to blow up Rome when he could have blew up Los Angeles? He could have blew up any other country. I don't know why Rome was so special to like the family or thing or his character. I didn't understand because again, he wasn't even going to Rome to begin with.
Yeah, he specifically, for some reason, wanted to blow up the Vatican. He kept talking about the Vatican. He was like, oh, the bomb is heading straight for the Vatican. You're not going to be able to stop it.
He's very
Like,
annoying, man.
I don't understand it. And then fucking, like, they get there. It's fucking Dom. And here's something that fucking kind of, one, how the fuck they get there so fast? Two, how are they in the exact area where, because when they got there, they showed that they can't contact Roman and them because Jason Momoa like fucked with the signal so they couldn't contact them. Third of all, how the fuck did they have like, how the fuck does Dom just have this car all of a sudden? Like, is he just able to just get a fucking car as soon as he gets to fucking Italy? And fucking and
Right.
another thing I wanted to ask is what, like, why the fuck is Vin Diesel is in a fucking car, right? And the other dude is in like a SUV or whatever, right? Why the fuck is Letty on a goddamn dirt bike? Like, how are you gonna stop a bomb with a fucking? What was your plan? Riding the dirt bike. I was like, why wouldn't you just ride with Dom? Like, I don't understand. I feel like they did that only to specifically have the scene where she's chasing Jason Momoa on the motorcycle. I feel like that's the only
Yeah,
reason
the
that
part
she
where
was
she
on the
like
dirt
hops
bike.
over like the barricade.
Yeah. Yeah, she starts fucking doing all these stunts like she's in fucking MX versus ATV just because she's just that talented at doing bike tricks. And so, on top of all that just utterly ridiculousness, fucking fucking all of them, Roman and them get inside the truck, or no, it's Tej and Ramsey, and fucking they get in there and then they can't get out because Jason Momoa is able to lock the truck to where they can't get out of it, and then they realize that they're in a setup and that they're and I keep wanting to say ludicrous. Fucking Tej finds that there's a bomb in there, and so Roman and Han have to try to stop the bomb. Roman doesn't want to because he doesn't want to mess up his gold Lamborghini, and but they do it anyway. And oh, there's also a scene where like Roman and Han are like driving to do the heist, and for some reason they dedicate this scene to fucking Han trying to say that his older car is better and faster than Roman, and then Ramsey just like starts giving all these details why it's a faster car. I'm just like, why? And so they try to stop it because the bomb ends up coming out of the truck and starts rolling, so they have to try to stop it with their cars. But that doesn't work. No, when they use two cars to try to stop it, that doesn't work, right? No. Because Dom has to come in with the charger. That's the only way that you can stop the bombs if Dom does it, because he comes in, motherfucker. When the bomb is rolling down this hill in Italy, fucking it hits like a gas thing. Not only is it a bomb, it's a flaming bomb, and it's going past this fucking restaurant where people are eating outside. So Dom said, "Oh, I gotta save everyone," and somehow ramps up his car on its side on two wheels to block the flames from burning these people alive. And I'm like, what is this, man? And then he's able to just hit this bomb with his car, and his car is like not really even taking that much damage, and he keeps like drifting his car all these directions to stop this fucking bomb, and eventually he stops it on like this ledge, but this is so ridiculous, man. And then like they're not able to like stop the truck. So the only way they could stop it is with like this clothesline thing that they make, and fucking it like flips the truck over and it slides into the bomb and knocks it over the edge, and it starts going down the stairs. And then Dom's like, "Oh, well now I gotta fucking drive down all these stairs," and they show these scenes with like the bomb rolling and almost crushing people, and then Dom like drifting in and almost hitting people with the car, and then he's trying to get in front of the bomb and stop it in time, and it's like this whole race against time. And Jason Momoa keeps saying, "Oh, you only got 30 seconds, Dom. You only got 30 seconds." Even though he could have pressed the button, he showed that he could have pressed the button and blown it up anytime he wanted to. But he's like, "Oh, you got 30 seconds, Dom," just so he would have enough time to fucking save it. And so he goes on this fucking bridge, and while this is going on, fucking Jason Momoa just decides, "Oh, I'm gonna get on my bike and start singing Italian music," and then Letty finds him and starts chasing him on the motorcycle, and they're doing all these crazy motorcycle stunts. And meanwhile, and this is something that they do every fast movie, the police in these movies are the most useless people, because the police are, some reason, they're trying to get involved, and fucking Dom just wrecks their cars with ease. Fucking everybody can wreck the police, bro. I bet you if one of these fucking characters was riding a bicycle, they could probably somehow get these police cars to get fucking totaled. They do this every movie. They just make the police look like the most useless people in the world. And
Were there police? I'm honestly, the funny part is I'm sitting there trying to remember like
yeah,
where was the
because
police at?
when Dom was trying to chase the bomb, the police were trying to chase Dom, and they fucking kept trying to like wreck Dom, and Dom would just ram them off the road or ram them into shit on the side of the road. And like there was so many like totaled police cars and shit. And then so Dom is like going towards this bridge, and there's like this construction crane, and uh Dom like asks how deep that river is, and I think they say it's like 60 feet or something like that, and he's like, "Oh, will it weaken the bomb or whatever?" And they're like, it'll have 10 times less power. because apparently 60 feet of water is going to make that big of a bomb, 10 times less power. And then Dom keeps trying to stop it, but he can't stop it. And then motherfucker's just like, oh, well, I'm gonna fucking crash into this thing that's gonna make the crane swing around and hit the ball like it's some fucking Major League Baseball, and fucking hits the ball into the bomb into the river, and then the bomb explodes, and fucking Dom, I swear to God, bro, fucking Dom has to like drive his car away, and they show this shot of the bomb blowing up, and Dom is driving down this like sidewalk by the river with these police following him, and they show like the blast radius coming towards Dom, and it like destroys all the police cars, right? And the blast radius engulfs Dom's car, but Dom says, no, I'm gonna fucking slam on the gas, and he somehow escapes a fucking explosion radius.
Can
Somehow.
I
Bro.
ask how indestructible is Dom's charger? Like that, or
Man,
just any car that Dom gets into? Does it just have like this fucking shield? Like,
I don't know. Apparently, if you're one of these characters that have plot armor, apparently your car just automatically comes with plot armor as well. So, but yeah, bro, it was so ridiculous. And then so Letty ended up losing Jason Momoa, and then she got arrested, and all the Roman and Tej and Ramsey and Han all fucking fled the scene, and then Vin Diesel fucking somehow escaped this fucking explosion, and so then we see that it's on the news, and they said that it blew up like so much of the city and whatever, and now uh, in doing all this, Dom and the rest of the crew are framed for it, and now they're considered like the most wanted terrorists in the entire fucking world. I'm just like, bro, oh, you're telling me within the first like 30 minutes of this movie, they become like the most wanted criminals in the entire world, and so then Letty gets arrested and sent to this fucking uh they said it was like some like off the grid like prison or whatever, and then like keep in mind, being one of the most wanted criminals in the world now, Dom just decides, oh, well, I'm gonna stand here at this balcony and just watch the aftermath of this destruction, and this other person standing there, and they're just saying how much of a travesty it is and whatever, and then Dom's just looking at it, and then the old lady walks up and fucking is telling Dom like, oh, you can't save everyone, and oh, you're choosing a lonely path and you're gonna end up dead. No, he's not. Dom is never going to die. I don't know why they even said something so stupid. Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel would never allow his character to die, I don't think. So,
No.
I don't know why they would even say that. But, so, Vin Diesel is saying, uh, he's asking about Letty and finds out she got fucking arrested and whatever, and he's all fucking upset about it, and fucking, oh my god, bro. I'm trying to remember what happened after that. This movie had so much action,
I
bro. It
think
was like so much action.
I think the next part is when they introduce Brie Larson, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she fucking is trying to find Dom, and she goes to fucking Rio or wherever because he's just there, and he's at this like bar, and she walks in and she's like, "Oh, I'm trying to find someone," and then
Yeah, it's very fakish and like this is the corny that I like. All her stuff felt very cornyish.
yeah,
Because
and
she's Brie
then for no
Larson.
reason,
Like, why is she in
all
this
she
movie?
all she says is I'm trying to find someone, and then this entire fucking bar, like all these dudes just get up and try to fucking beat the shit out of her, and then she just kicks all their asses, and then the bartender just gives her a gun, and fucking so then she finds Dom, and he's just sitting there all depressed and whatever, and
My
he
lady, ugh.
yeah, that's pretty much how he was fucking acting, and he's just sitting there, and she tells him like, "Oh yeah, I almost forgot. There's a scene before that because we get introduced to the other villain of this film because there's a scene where Brie Larson is there at the what the fuck is it called? The
She's the Mr.
fucking
Nobody,
yeah, whatever that place is called that Mr. Nobody
the
runs.
God's Eye facility or whatever.
Yeah, so she's like there, and then we get this new character. I forget what his name.
It's Alex. I'm gonna call him Jack Reacher because that's who he plays that new Jack Reacher show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so he comes in, and it's just like, oh, uh, they're the most wanted criminals now. And Brie Larson's like, yeah, but they helped us, and they helped Mr.
Mhm.
Nobody, and he's just like, well, I don't care,
And then she
and
just goes like,
fucking
but they have barbecues and they're a family.
Right, yeah, that's basically. He's like, they're literally criminals, but but they have barbecues and they've sacrificed their family for us. No, they robbed the world multiple
yeah.
times.
She's trying to like convince him, and this motherfucker's just like, he's just like, nah, fuck Mr. Nobody. He's in hiding or whatever, because that's what they're saying. He's just like, so I'm in charge now, and you know what? I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm doing what I want. And then this motherfucker sends like every fucking hacker, every fucking hitman that he could find after them on the face of the earth. And he's just like, and guess what, Brie Larson? It doesn't matter what you do because you can't do anything about it because I'm in charge. That's how he fucking acts, bro.
Bro, this is they act like a fucking an older brother and like a younger, stupider sister. Like, I don't understand.
And so Brie Larson gets all upset and she wants to help them, and so fucking that leads to the scene I was talking about earlier, and she meets with Dom and shit, and Dom is saying, oh, I want Letty and whatever, and saying that, oh, like, that the Jason Momoa guy is like coming for him and his family, and tells him like who he is and everything, and that he's the son of the bad guy from Fast Five and whatever, and fucking at this point, fucking Vin Diesel is doing this, and then we cut back to fucking Mia, who is there with fucking Little B, and they're playing fucking Mario Kart on the Switch, and so all of a sudden, like, all these fucking like soldiers start raiding this house and shit, and they have to like hide upstairs and shit. And Mia starts fighting off these armed soldiers with just her fists and kicks. She's fighting off armed soldiers with fucking M4s, and so Little B hides upstairs, and then while
Real
all
quick,
this is
I
going
just want to
on,
add.
oh, go
I just
ahead.
want to add. I am not a like I love seeing women fight. I like women seeing women beat up men sometimes. However, the amount of times they have like just women beating up 300-pound men when they're clearly like 96 pounds.
Not only 300-pound men, 300-pound men with body armor and fucking M4s.
Like
Like,
they had Brie Larson. Like when you talk about that scene when Brie Larson's character is beating people in the bar. I mean, these are like all like they again. It's stuff that like this where it just either they think we're dumb or like it's part of the joke because these are huge dudes. And Brie Larson is just judo flipping them and just knocking them out
yeah.
as if she's One Punch Man. Same thing goes with Mia. Okay, you can maybe, and I'm being very generous here when I say this right now, you can maybe justify Brie Larson's character because she can say she's a special agent, she has training. Okay, fine. Okay, okay. Mia, what about her? She nothing. How? Why is she able to fight?
Because
Because
she's a
family.
Toretto.
Oh, all right.
Because if you're a Toretto, you're indestructible and you can fight. You can win a 50 versus 1 battle just with your fists. And you just gotta have a little faith, apparently.
I'm sorry. I forgot. I forgot. You're
So,
right. You're totally right.
so, while all that's going on, fucking, here comes fucking John Cena into the movie. And he fucking busts in through the window and is like taking out all these soldiers. And fucking then I shit you not, he like goes in the room and he takes off his mask and is revealed as John Cena, and then Lil B's like Uncle Jacob, and fucking he's like hold on a second because there's more soldiers coming, and he like fights all these soldiers, and uh they spoiled this in the trailer as well as fucking WWE posted a clip about it as well. So John Cena legit, and the reason he did this is he said that the director or whatever asked him to do this. So he legit picks up one of the soldiers and
Oh, he did.
AAs them
Yeah.
through the floor
Yeah.
onto the fucking person that was choking Mia out on the couch. And I'm like, could that
Yeah.
have been a more perfect placement to AA someone? Bro.
I mean, I'll give them props because this isn't the first time they've done this. Like The Rock did the Rock Bottom in like Fast Six
Yeah.
or Fast Seven, but I'll give them props of like them knowing that they are a wrestler and have them do their moves in a way where it's like it doesn't. It's like when he did it, it was like haha the AA, but at the same time it didn't look ridiculous. It seemed somewhat realistic. Like in a real fight, I could see somebody would do that.
Mm.
So I give them props where like they actually made when it happened. I was like, okay, that was kind of cool. Like I'll give them props.
Yeah, so basically after that, after they fight off all the soldiers and kill them and whatever, fucking Mia is just like, oh, little B, you're gonna go with your Uncle Jacob to go meet your dad, and I guess I'm just gonna go fuck off somewhere. Because she's not really in the movie much after that. And fucking, so little B goes with Jacob and they get in his fucking blue car, and like John Cena has like this whole thing where he's like trying to impress Lil B, and fucking Lil B just thinks his car is like ass at first, and then like John Cena like puts in his mixtapes and whatever and is like jamming to it. Um, fucking man, I I with what happened to John Cena in this movie, like he better be in the fucking sequels, man. Cause if they're gonna retcon all this other shit, they better fucking have John Cena in the other movies. Cause John Cena is such a great actor. He really is.
Yeah.
Um,
I have a question.
hmm.
How's he a cop?
I don't know.
Let's
Didn't he
like
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 destroy
hold
like
on.
half the
Like
world yet last time?
like let's not forget in the last movie he was a part of the supervillain who
Yeah.
he himself said he just wanted to he wanted to kill the world. Like he was a part of a group that was trying to invent a bomb or something like that. That like I don't know what they were trying to do, but it was bad. Okay, it was bad enough to where they had to shoot a freaking rocket car to the moon. Okay, I forget
Hmm.
what it was for, but apparently they had to go to the moon for the stop.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was like the two halves of the spear would come together, and that would activate the fucking death ray at this fucking space station that would
yeah,
destroy the entire planet. Because just casual day in the life of fucking all these characters, just everyday
right.
things.
It's because Jacob is a Toretto. All right, that's
But
why he knows how to do all this.
Yeah,
here's the
but
thing.
see,
He just here's the thing though. But Johnson's character, he just switches sides at the end of the movie in the last
mm,
movie. He's part of the family, quote unquote. Okay, fine. He can be part of the family, but why is he a cop? There's no way. Why is he not in jail? It's just little stuff like
I
that where
don't
it's
know.
just like they just completely wreck. Like just it made no sense as to why he was wearing police gear because and they don't explain it. If they do, please tell me. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know.
I don't
But
remember them explaining it.
I don't. I cannot for the life of me understand how. And yes, that matters because listen, his character, we gotta remember in the last movie, he was trying to destroy the world. And now
Yeah.
here he is in the car with his mixtape, with his little mixtape and his little B nephew that he's trying to impress and tell his story about his brother.
I mean, you never know. He could have said he was sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. The I'm sorry is good enough.
Yeah, man.
That's why he
Almost
died. Okay.
destroying the entire world. It's just my bad. He said, "This poor Archer." He said, "My bad, y'all. This one's on me." The fucking excuse me. Fucking. Oh, I'm trying to remember what happened after that. I know there's like a scene where like Roman and Tej and them are like they're hiding out in this place so they don't get found, and they're trying to figure out what to do because they show this scene where Jason Momoa is sitting there talking to two dead bodies, and he is able to like somehow get into all their bank accounts, and he drains like all the money that they've amounted over this franchise, and so the Fast family is officially like broke, and so they're like, oh, like what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to go meet Dom at the rendezvous point, and like we don't even have cars, we don't even have weapons, like we don't even have a way to get there. What are we supposed to do? And then Roman's like, oh, uh, he said, I never said I was broke. And then motherfucker just unzips his jacket and just has like so many like stacks of dollar bills in his jacket for no reason. And
Which is smart because again, they are criminals. Why do they have a bank account?
I don't know. Just you're a criminal that's stealing hundreds of millions of dollars. Yeah, let's just go open up an account at the local Huntington.
First of all,
Like,
no, there's not a single bank account in the world that will let you to have that. Like, people don't even like. That's why, again, they're stupid. Somehow they're directors and actors, and they're stupid. They don't. They're rich themselves, and they don't know how shit works. Even people who are rich don't have like money in their account like that. Like, they gotta put stuff aside. Like, they have different accounts. Like, you can't just have millions of dollars in your account without the IRS being like, "Why do you have all this money? Who are you?
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
what are you doing?" And you would think if the criminals, like again, you would think they would all would be like Rome, and they would all have cash. They did have cash. If we go back to the five, the the vote that they stole wasn't cash. You're telling me they put all that money in a bank account?
I guess so, because
All right,
that's how
whatever.
Jason Momoa stole it. My man literally pulled a fucking South Park. He said, "And it's gone." Fucking but yeah. So like they I forgot to say they like get on this fucking boat, and like the next thing is like them getting off the boat, and then that's when like they try to figure out what to do because all their fucking money's gone, and fucking they're trying to figure out how they should get like weapons and all this shit. And so Ramsey said that she knows a place because the place they get off the ship in is London, which is where she's from. And so she knows a place. So they go to this like little rinky dink fucking shop that looks like shit, right? And Roman and Tej are like, oh, we're supposed to get like high class weapons and cars and tanks and all this shit here. And she's like, well, you know, if you were the government, would this be the first place you would look for that kind of stuff? And you're like, oh, you're right. And then they go up to the counter to talk to the dude, and it's none other than Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Because why not? Because we
Why
had
not?
Cardi
Why
B
not?
in the last movie. Now we got Pete Davidson in this one,
It's right. I don't
and
know if you know this. There was another cameo. I don't know if you guys noticed. I'll talk about it later.
They said there was Kevin Hart in
uh,
this movie too. I didn't see him.
I didn't either.
It's not who I was talking about. But
But fucking so they start like talking to him, and he offers him like these fucking weed cupcakes and or muffins, sorry, and fucking Han is like the only one that eats one, and fucking shoot, Ramsey's like talking to him about getting weapons and whatever, and like Roman's being real stingy about his money or whatever, and like him and Tej keep getting in arguments about like receipts and whatever, and Tej just keeps like roasting Roman, and so fucking for all that shit, Roman puts like $100 bill on the table, and he's like, "Will that cover it?" And Pete Davidson's just like, "That wouldn't even cover like a 14th of it." And then he puts like another $100 bill, and he's like, "How about that?" And then fucking Tej like grabs his money and like puts it on the table, and he's like, "You gotta pay the man." And so then they start arguing with each other, and they start pushing each other. Then they just start getting in a full blown fight in the middle of the store, and instead of like doing something about the other characters, they're like, should we do something? And they're just like, nah. And so they just start fighting, and then I keep wanting to say Ludacris, fucking Tej just beats the shit out of Roman
could we
before
also
the
mention that Han is getting high while all this is happening?
yeah, he's just getting high off his ass on Pete Davidson's weed muffins, and oh my gosh, bro, this was fucking so. It doesn't end up working out because Pete Davidson fucking snaked him, and he was one of the hackers or whatever that fucking that the one guy sent earlier. I forget what you even said you were calling him. My mind is fucking fried right now. But so they're like, wow, how Pete Davidson, how could you do that to us? And fucking Ramsey fucking knocks Pete Davidson the fuck out. And so then they have to like get out of there before the agency or whatever it is fucking swarms it. And so fucking they only have one other place that they can go. And so we get this whole scene where they go to like this back alley, and fucking Han is like, oh, I gotta do this by myself. And fucking he like knocks on the door, And then, so this was what the end credit scene teased in Fast 9, because we see Jason Statham hitting this punching bag, and then he stops, and he goes to open the door, and he sees it's Han, and he immediately just pulls him in and locks the door, and then everybody's like trying to break the door down, but they can't, and fucking Han is just like, he's like, oh, I'm not trying to fight you, I don't want to fight you, and he was like, oh, you don't want to fight the man that tried to kill you. He's like, if a man tried to kill me, I'd want to kill him or whatever. And so they had this whole fucking thing where they're like starting to fight, and then the fucking God's Eye agency, whatever the fuck you want to call them, come in and they swarm that place, and so Han and Jason Statham have to team up to fight them, and Jason Statham's like, oh, uh, are you sending these people after me? And he was like, no, they're after you too, or whatever. Or no, he was like, these people with you, and he was like, no, they're after me too. And so they had to fucking team up to kill all these guys with with once again just their fucking fists and kicks when they're going up against armed soldiers.
And guns, by the
And
way, but no one's shooting their guns for some reason.
yeah, yeah, I don't remember. I honestly don't remember how many bullets were even fired in this. Honestly, not many, not many.
Well, with their
But
plot armor, they can just like block it with their fists at this point.
well, later in the movie, someone fucking gets shot, and they're just chilling. They're okay. So even like the plot armor apparently is actual armor for these people.
Yeah,
But
like bullets are just made of like fucking feathers now.
yeah, so once they kill all the agency people, fucking Roman and them finally come in, and then they have to tell Jason Statham what's going on, and they're like, "Oh, these people are after us and anyone who's ever associated with us." And then they show like uh, they're like using Jason Statham's computer, and fucking Ramsey like goes on it, and she's like, "Oh, Jason Statham, you're gonna want to see this." And he walks over, and she's like, "So they're after us and anyone who's ever associated with us or worked with us." And so they show like the old lady from earlier, and I guess it turns out that that's Jason Statham's mom, because he gets
Yeah,
mad, and he's like my mom, and then
yeah, they established that before.
I fucking totally forgot about it, I guess, because I was just like, oh, okay. And so then Jason Statham gets all mad, and he starts like packing all these guns and shit, and they're just like, where are you going? And he was like, to fucking save my mom, are you coming, or whatever the fuck. And so they go with him. Well, actually, I don't remember if they went with him, but so then we see fucking John Cena and Little B fucking go to this airport or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, at first they stop at this like truck stop and change their clothes, and then they go to this airport. What were you gonna say, Austin?
So at this airport, they bump into somebody, and tell me why they bump into Debbie Ryan of all people.
Oh my god!
Tell me
I,
why.
I didn't.
I didn't notice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't even.
it was fucking Debbie Ryan. I only know this because my sister watches Jessie like all the fucking time. So when I saw that, I was like, why is she in this movie? Of all people,
Yeah.
why?
So when they go in the airport, fucking Little B's like, oh, well, they got security cameras everywhere. Won't they just be able to find us? And fucking John Cena's just like, yeah, I know. And so I guess he just doesn't care. And so they get on this fucking plane, and as John Cena brings like this canoe thing with him, because apparently you can just bring something that big to the airport and they don't question you bringing something that big onto the plane, I guess. And it turns out it's not a canoe, by the way. Um, so they get on the plane, and fucking Little B's nervous, and John Cena has to calm him down. Like the scenes with them in it are really good. I think they
Mm,
worked pretty well together. Um,
mm,
and then fucking while they're on the plane, fucking the fucking hostess gives John Cena something, and Little B's like, "What's that for?" And he's like, "Oh, it's good to know people in high places." And so uh, John Cena's like, he's like, "All right, let's get up and go to the bathroom." So they get up and they start walking down the aisle, and then fucking three different guys get up and start following them. And once they come around the corner, John Cena just knocks them all the fuck out. And then he uses the thing that the hostess gave him to go into like the bottom of the plane or whatever, and that's where his like canoe thing is. But it turns out it's not a canoe. Apparently, John Cena was just able to bring like a miniature fucking jet onto this plane, and fucking John Cena is just like, uh, he has like all these like alcohol flasks. And he starts pouring it in. And he's like, oh, it needs alcohol for it to start or whatever. And so they get in it, and he's like, I'm glad you said it wasn't heights you were afraid of. And then they fucking drop out of the bottom of the plane on this fucking jet, and they fucking fly away. And I was just like, so why couldn't you have just got in the jet in the first place? Then if you had it the whole time, like why drive across country, jam into your mixtape, and then go to the truck stop, and then go to the airport, and then have to beat these guys up on the plane to then dive out of the plane in this jet? Why couldn't you have just got in the jet and flown?
maybe the jet has to be high. I don't know. Maybe this jet can't be started unless it's like gains momentum from falling. And maybe that was like with the scene with it, like it falling from the jet. Maybe that's it. Like it only works like that. So like it has to be
Maybe,
like it has to start from point.
Or
maybe. I don't know.
it's just the Toretto way.
Just, I guess John Cena is just a cop, fucking spec ops soldier, and fucking just so happens to have a miniature jet just cause.
How did he get it in there? How did this plane have mechanics for that? I,
I don't know.
It's obvious. Family.
It's good to know people in high places. That's all he said about it. So, but yeah, so they fucking fly away, and oh god, is the scene after that where fucking Brie Larson goes to the prison to get Letty out?
yeah.
I believe so, yes.
So she goes to this prison, and she goes in the cell where they're keeping. It doesn't even look like a prison. It looks like some kind of like sacrificial like tomb kind of place. Like I don't know what kind of prison this was, but she goes in there, and like she's just telling Letty like, "Oh, I've the video cameras are still on, but I was able to mess with the audio so they can't hear us." And she's like, "So, uh, I'm gonna get you out of here or whatever. Just trust me." And fucking, so she like pulls out this I don't remember what it was, this like sharp thing, and she was like, just work with me. This is gonna hurt, by the way. And then she fucking stabs Letty, and but pretends like Letty is trying to attack her or whatever. And then the guards come in and get her out of there. And she did that so that way Letty could be sent to the fucking hospital in the prison or whatever. And then fucking there's this scene where once she's in the hospital, apparently the chick from earlier in the movie, the one that was telling Dom about Jason Momoa, she's just there, I guess. And so she's laying next to Letty, and somehow she, in this fucking prison, just was able to, with her hand, reroute the fucking wiring so that way the sleep gas would go to everybody in the prison except in there, because I guess you can just do that with one hand. And fucking so then she frees Letty of like the straps on the table, and then uh like Letty's just not sure what to think, and then she's like, "Oh, like why are you helping me?" And she's like, "Oh, because this is a two-person job, and they have to like go to these doors and like both like pull a lever at the same time to get it to open or whatever." And like, right after that, instead of just climbing up and getting out of there, fucking Letty just decides, "Oh, I'm just gonna beat the fuck out of you." And they start this whole fight scene, and I remember sitting there in the theater, I was like, what? Why didn't you just fucking climb up there? Like, just, like, because she was saying, oh, we only got, like, about 5 minutes before they wake up, and we could get recaptured. And then Leia's just like, oh, no, we're going to have an all-out brawl in this fucking prison.
See, the thing is
And they,
though, that didn't even matter either because they never got back up.
yeah,
They
that's true.
they just stayed there, and they were there longer than fucking 4 or 5 minutes. Like,
Yeah, they're doing all this fighting shit where they, like, tackle each other through the window and they land on this shit that would fucking break your spine and shit, and Letty like slams her into the glass and all this shit. And I was just like, why? You literally could have just fucking climbed out of the thing, but whatever. And then Letty fucking, like, there's like an alarm going off or whatever, and Letty just decides, oh, well, now I'm gonna go climb it. And so she goes to climb it by herself. And fucking, um, so John Cena and Little B get to the fucking rendezvous point that everybody is supposed to meet at, and he takes Little B down into this cave that their dad used to have there, because why not? Because apparently the Toretto's had a fucking full underground cave, and they said, oh, my dad found this underground mine and shit. Because apparently the Toretto's can just do anything and get anything and whatever. So John Cena like shows him what he's been working on, and it's like this car with like rocket launchers on the side. And then at that moment, oh, here comes Jason Momoa and his reinforcements, because they know exactly where they are, and so they have to get in the rocket car to escape. And this is where the real fucking ridiculousness started to kick in the film. Um, so John Cena is like escaping him in this rocket car, and he's like blowing him up, and fucking they like surround him on this mountain, and John Cena's just like fuck it, and they just start blowing him up, and like the cars like flip in the air perfectly over John Cena's car so it doesn't land on him, and John Cena and Little B escape fucking while Jason Momoa is chasing them, and they get onto this highway, and then oh yeah, there's this other scene I almost forgot. I almost completely forgot about this part of the movie, so we'll leave that part there. We're gonna go back a little bit because I forgot about this. So there's this whole scene where Vin Diesel is in Rio, and Jason Momoa comes to Rio because Brie Larson was there, and through the technology he was able to track that, oh, this is where Dom is, right? Right. So he gets there, and fucking for some reason Dom is just at this big like Rio party, instead of going to fucking, I don't know, see his son like he's supposed to. He's just at this party, and Jason Momoa gets there, and he introduces himself to Dom. His whole thing is that he wanted to take down Dom, right? And he wanted to kill him, right? That's his whole thing. No, 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 no. We're not just gonna do that there, because what would a Fast and Furious movie be without a good old street race? Because instead of killing him there, fucking Vin Diesel is just like, oh, well, we're gonna race or whatever. or no, fucking Jason Momoa is the one who was like, oh, we're gonna race. And there's this other like Latina chick there where she becomes a more important character here in a bit, and then fucking Vin Diesel, this guy he knows, the Latina chick, and Jason Momoa all have this like street race, and Jason Momoa put bombs on the other two's car, and then he starts saying shit about like family this, family that, family this, family that. Oh, so the thing about family is sometimes you can't pick. He's like, how do you choose which ones that you save, Dom? And fucking, so he blows up the guy's car, and then he's gonna blow up the chick's car, but Vin Diesel hits her car to where she rides up on this other car, and it just so happens to knock the bomb off of her car, and it saves her. And then Vin Diesel gets out and pulls her to safety, and Jason Momoa wins the fucking street race. And I was just like, why? And then we find out that this chick is the sister. She's the little sister of the cop chick that worked with The Rock in Fast Six. Apparently, this is her younger sister, and they had this whole scene where she's like, "Oh, I'm never as good as my sister," and I feel like I should have died instead of her. And Dom's just like, "No, gotta have a little faith." And fucking then she just happens to have all these files on Jason Momoa, and they find out like who he is and that he's been in insane asylums and all this shit. And then fucking Vin Diesel then leaves to go to the fucking rendezvous point, I guess. Oh no, no, he goes to go to this like police station that Jason Momoa has because he has a whole police station. And so Vin Diesel goes there, right? And he goes to the police station, and fucking Jason Momoa calls him on the phone and is saying, "Oh, you found my fucking secret place or whatever," and oh, I'm glad you found it, and saying, "Oh, I'm gonna kill all of your family," and all this shit. And then he hangs up, and then the fucking agency is there with the fucking big buff dude from earlier, and he's like, "Oh, we got you, Dom. We really got you this time." And fucking, they act like they're arresting him, and they put him in this van, and fucking, uh, the buff dude tells him like, "Oh, you always gotta be prepared for what's to come." And so they're sitting there talking in the back of this van, and Vin Diesel starts putting his fucking seatbelt on, and the buff dude's like, "Oh, he's like, "Oh, um, what are you doing, Dom?" And Dom's like, preparing for what's to come. And then fucking, so the fucking truck fucking gets flipped over and shit, and they're on this fucking the bridge from Fast Five because they just so happen to be there because Jason Momoa fucking attacks it, and fucking so they're at this bridge, and fucking the big buff dude is like, "Oh, Dom, I understand you're not the bad guy now." And fucking Dom starts doing all this shit where he's able to like rig a car to like drive itself and do all this shit to fuck with Jason Momoa. And fucking Jason Momoa's like, "Oh, I wanted to bring you back to the spot where you threw my dad's money into the river and where my dad died and all this shit." And fucking, so Vin Diesel and the buff dude take down all his soldiers and shit, and then fucking um Vin Diesel starts beating the shit out of Jason Momoa, and then fucking he tells him to stop and that he's being rude. And he literally, like, Jason Momoa was so unserious in this movie. He told Vin Diesel he was being a butthole. And then fucking after that, fucking Brie Larson gets shot by a fucking sniper.
And of course she can't
And
die. She can't fucking die because even though she's not a Toretto, she has plot armor because of course. Of course.
yeah, and And by the way, fucking Jason Momoa captured the fucking Latina chick from earlier, so Vin Diesel had to save her because he was like, "Oh, which one are you gonna save, Dom?" And then Brie Larson gets shot, and then he has to save the Latina chick, and then fucking Jason Momoa gets on his helicopter and leaves, and then fucking Brie Larson is like fine after getting shot, and she pulls out Dom's necklace, and she's like, "Oh, just gotta have a little faith, Dom." And I was like, "Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro." So then, fucking the buff dude's like, he's like, "Come on, Dom, let's go get your son." And they get in this whole ass like giant plane to go fly to where now we come back to what I was saying with John Cena, and so they fly there, right? And fucking so they fly there, and the buff dude's just like, oh, we're not gonna have like time to find like a landing strip or whatever. And Dom's like, oh, I need to get down there now. And fucking John Cena is like trying to take out all these cars by himself. And so Vin Diesel's like, oh, just let me down here. And of course, they bring the Dodge Charger in this fucking plane. And fucking. So the fucking back of the plane opens and Dom reverses the Charger out of the plane down to the ground, and he lands fine. No scratches, no damage to the car, nothing. And then he starts driving with John's across from John Cena and them, and then fucking Jason Momoa is still coming in the car, and they go fucking to where fucking Dom's car gets grapple hooked by, because after they blew up all these cars, Jason Momoa was like, oh well, I just so happen to have two choppers, and fucking the choppers come in and they grapple hook onto Dom's Charger, and they lift him into the air, and Dom's like, nah, family, and he like switches on his fucking NOS and stomps on the gas, and apparently that's powerful enough to bring down two whole ass fucking helicopters, apparently. And oh my god. And then so after that fucking they go into this tunnel, and fucking that's where Jason Momoa like snatches Little B because he was trying to fix the rocket launcher. And so Dom has to go after Jason Momoa with John Cena following him, and then they get out of the tunnel, and then fucking there's these reinforcements coming, and John Cena sees that there's cars coming towards Vin Diesel's direction because he's on the other side of the highway, and then he gets on the fucking walkie-talkie and he's like, oh, Dom, it's time for me to step out of your shadow and whatever. And John Cena like rockets the car across the highway and flips it onto the road to where it explodes and blows up all these cars, sacrificing himself, quote
Because why
unquote,
not?
because there's no way he's fucking dead, bro. I don't believe for a second, with the way they retcon these films, I don't believe for a second that John Cena is dead. There's no way. You're not gonna tell me John Cena's dead. If they can bring back this character and that character, there's no way that John Cena's dead. In the next movie or the one after, they're gonna be like, oh, well, John Cena, he ejected himself from the car before it exploded, or it's gonna be some dumb shit like that. He's not fucking dead, but in this movie, he's considered dead, I guess. And so Vin Diesel keeps chasing after Jason Momoa, and they're crashing into each other on the highway. And then there's this bullshit scene where fucking Vin Diesel is like driving like around Jason Momoa because they collided with cars and their cars were spinning, and he like gets on Jason Momoa's walkie-talkie and he's like, "Oh son, like you got to feel the car and you got to look for the exact moment." So I shit you not, Little B opens the door on Jason Momoa's car. Vin Diesel opens the door on his Charger, and Little B jumps at the perfect exact second, jumps across from Jason Momoa's car to Vin Diesel's car at the perfect exact millisecond and lands in there unscathed, no scratches, no nothing. And so Jason Momoa was mad that he lost him, and they drive away because Jason Momoa's car crashes, right? And so then we come to the final scene, or one of the final scenes. Actually, before that, let me get to this other bullshit scene because I'll let Tony talk about the last scene. But so fucking we get another scene with fucking Letty and them, or Letty and the other chick. Basically, Letty like climbed the thing and she opens the hatch and realizes that this prison is in the middle of Antarctica. And so she goes back down, and the other chick is sitting there, and she gives her like a fucking snowsuit to put on, and so they climb up there again. And when they get out there, I shit you not, I was sat there in the theater, and I could not believe that they did this again, because they did it with Han in Fast 9, and they did it again because all of a sudden they're like sitting at the top of this fucking thing that they came out of from the prison, and there's nothing but like snow around them, and then through the fucking ice a fucking submarine comes up through the ice, right? This big ass submarine comes up through the ice, and then this person comes out of the submarine, and I shit you not, fucking, oh god, I forget what her name is in the fucking franchise. Oh fuck. The one retcon that we brought up earlier was at the part with Fast 5 that they showed in the beginning of the movie, how they retconned Jason Momoa in it. They retconned that exact same scene again in the film to show that not only was Jason Momoa there, but also the fucking agency guy was there too. And they're just like, oh, you really missed this. And then they like showed this other scene where like Jason Momoa is like walking through like the office, and then fucking the agency guy's like sitting in there, and they're just like, oh yeah, you didn't see this in Fast 5. And then so the next scene I was going to get to is the biggest, in my opinion, the biggest retcon in the movie. I don't know why they did this, but anybody who's watching this that has seen Fast 6, you know exactly who I'm about to talk about. So we get to this scene where Letty and the other chick like come out of the top of the thing, and they realize that they're in fucking Antarctica, and they're surrounded by ice, and they're trying to figure out what to do, right? All of a sudden, this fucking big ass submarine comes up through the ice, and I was confused watching this. I was like, why is there a submarine coming up? And then the top of the submarine opens, and fucking for no reason, I don't know why they did this, they pulled another fucking Han, because all of a sudden, out of the top of the submarine comes Giselle, the same Giselle who died in Fast 6. Apparently she's alive, and I don't know how, because she literally fell from the plane in Fast 6, and they show her fall, and they show Han look at her fall, so I don't understand how the fuck she's alive, but they've now not only retconned Han's death, now they've retconned Giselle's death. So that's why I was saying earlier
Well,
in this review
multiple
that
people's death. They've retconned
yeah,
Letty's death. They've retconned
yeah,
like anyone who's died. Really, they've come back.
yeah. And that's why I'm saying, because they quote unquote kill John Cena in this movie. I know he's not dead. Like, come on
No,
now, bro. Like, at this point, like, fucking anybody could be revived at this point. Like, I just don't understand what is with all the retconning. Like, are they trying to do like a fucking Smash Brothers? Like, everyone is here for the fucking finale or something? Like, I don't
Of course,
understand.
of course.
Like, but speaking of finales, Tony, if you would like to get to the final scene with Vin Diesel on the dam, if you'd like to talk about that.
Okay, sure. So, um, it's been a while since it's been a couple of days since I've seen the movie, but I will get to the basics of the ending. Um, Somehow Jason Momoa's character, he it's his big crescendo. He has two trucks, two remote control trucks. How he has all these like cars and planes that are like remote control? Don't know, but he does.
Just cause.
Just cause there's no explanation how he has all these toys, how he's paying for it. We've been over this. We don't know how he, but he just does, and you just have to go with it. What his plan is, he's going to ram the two trucks in. Vin Diesel's in the middle. He's with his Dodge Charger in the middle of the dam, and there's one truck on the end and a truck on the other end. And his big plan is he's gonna smash these two tanker trucks together, and it's gonna explode, and that's gonna kill him. It should work in theory. It's a good plan. Give it to him. What does Dom decide to do? Well, because this is Looney Tunes, uh, he jumps off with his car, with his son. He's a very bad father. Um, and somehow, like, they don't understand how gravity works. When he went off the dam, like, he should have just flew off, and, like, the car should just went to at the very least, the water. But no, somehow the car is now riding on down the side of the wall of the dam, like it's a ramp.
See, but Tony, it was the power of family that helped him.
Oh, you forgot the corny line that Vin Diesel said before he did that because Jason Momoa was like oh I took this and I took your family and now I'm gonna take your life, and then Vin Diesel's like, you made one mistake, and he's like, what's that? And he's like, you didn't take my car. And they fucking, oh, it was so corny.
Yeah, man. Like, listen, in the explosions, like the two trucks that explode, the car's on fire.
Mm-hmm.
There's fire inside the car. They show the flames is touching the back of his neck. At the very least, how is his shirt not burnt out? How is his son? Like, but I don't, you know, we live in Looney Tunes, so um,
I mean, you can't even say Looney Tunes because, to be fair, they get burnt up and hit and crap too.
that's fair. At least they show damage on Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck.
Yeah.
They might
It's
heal.
cause they don't got a cross necklace. They don't got faith.
Yeah, that's right. They don't have family. They just, I don't know. The
They don't
worst,
feel the
greatest scene of it
car.
all, we get to the ending. You know. It, by the way, it ends on a cliffhanger. Um, with the whole scene with Giselle. Was that the last scene?
I think so.
What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that how it ends? Like,
Yeah.
it ends with Giselle, and then it fades to black, and then it ends on a cliffhanger, and then that's how we know we're gonna get to. But the post credit scene,
Oh God.
Oh no.
we get this fake ass solid snake room full of course, apparently all the movies that we've been seeing, apparently they got all the footage of us too. The same angles and everything. They couldn't even bother changing the angles of the footage. They could at least try to use like security footage and pretend like footage they have of the family crew is like security footage or something. No, they just want to use all the same footage from the movies, and they got it playing all around the walls like it's fucking Saw 7. or Saw 6, or sorry, my fault, not Saw. What just came out? Scream? Was it Scream
Yeah.
6 where they did the same shit? Where the villain had all the footage of all the other movies. I don't know what's all these villains, but they're doing the same shit. Anything I noticed? Because I did.
Oh my God.
I immediately thought of Scream when I saw it. Whatever. But we got a man comes in and he's got this fake ass little story. Oh, he's got a suit on. Oh man, he's all messed up. He's army man. He's reading documents. He's seeing all the footage of him. He takes it off. He takes it off like we don't know who the fuck it is. Like we couldn't smell the baby oil from the movie. Like we couldn't smell all that nasty ass lotion just from his pores seeping from the movie screen like it was 4D. Like we couldn't see his muscles and his veins just popping out of his fake ass suit. We know it's you. Take that fake ass mask off, Dwayne.
I mean, Tony, it could have been somebody else. You know, it could have
We
been
know it
Paul
was him.
Walker.
Who? Get the fuck out of here. Oh, but yes, Hobbs is back, and I give her credit. I'll give them credit. As stupid as it is, they made sure that it ties in to Jason Momoa's character because, oh, what was it? What was it even? Like, he wanted to make sure Dom, like, he took his money, but Hobbs is the one who pulled the trigger on his dad. Oh,
Yeah.
clever. You clever bastards. You really going back. Oh, y'all really think y'all being sneaky, huh? You got your AI writers write this shit? So, no, it wasn't your dumbass. You couldn't get Adam, what is it? Black Adam? Couldn't get that to work, huh? You came crawling back? Is Vin Diesel Thanos? What'd he say? You couldn't live with your failure? So where did that bring you? Back to me? Oh, man. Your little Black Adam couldn't work, huh? So where you came back to the Fast movies. You got your little Fast movie, Hobbs. You couldn't even have Jason Momoa come back. Couldn't even do Hobbs and Shaw, too. You just gotta be so selfish and egotistical to get your own goddamn movie. You selfish son of a bitch. I'm done. I can't. I'm not done, but just go ahead. I'll be back
So,
with you, Dwayne. Just go ahead.
So, what Tony's talking about is, so I'm kind of glad we are doing this part on like a little bit of a later date because today it got announced, The Rock himself announced that they're going to be doing before Fast 11, they're going to be doing a spin-off film just about Hobbs. Not even Hobbs and Shaw, just about Hobbs. And apparently, Fast 11 isn't even going to be called Fast 11. Apparently, it's going to be called Fast X2 for some reason.
Which, that's what I'm curious about. Is it at least going to have part 2 beside it, or is it just 2?
It'll probably be Fast X2.
That's fucking stupid.
But
Fucking stupid.
the 2 is not gonna be a letter. It's not gonna be the number 2. It's gonna be Fast X, and then it's gonna be like the 2 lines.
That's even stupider.
But they're gonna do it.
Nah, bro. No, I was telling Devin before this, I'm gonna go on my own rant. This whole franchise is like a collector's worst fucking nightmare. Devin was telling me you have the first one, The Fast and the Furious, and the second one's Too Fast, Too Furious, which makes sense. Third, Fast
Austin,
and the Furious.
it's not the Fast and the Furious because
I'll get to it.
saw that.
I'll get to it. Fucking. Then there's Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, which is the third one. Then there's the Fast and the Furious, the fourth movie, but it's just called the Fast and the Furious for fucking no reason. Why? That's so stupid. And then you have Fast 5, fucking, was it Furious 6 or Fast 6, what the fuck ever?
Fast and Furious 6.
Whatever, man. One was called just Furious for some goddamn reason.
Furious
Goddamn
7.
Furious 7, then the Fate and the Furious, fucking F9. They couldn't even be bothered to put Fast in it. It's just F9, the Fast
Oh,
saga.
yes, they did put Fast in it,
Well,
just
they
not in
couldn't
the
even be
fucking.
bothered to spell Fast first. You couldn't just call it Fast 9, bro? And you have Fast X, and now this fucking trilogy is just gonna be called Fast X 1, 2, and 3. That's fucking stupid! Like the most. Oh my god, bro. That's worse than the Hellraiser films. That's worse. At least those have numbers.
So, I noticed that because two movies in this franchise are called Fast and the Furious, they actually have changed the title of the original film to now, at least digitally, when you look it up, it says The Fast and the Furious, the original, so people don't get confused.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, man.
Well, it's. I don't call them by their names because, like, if you call them by their names, it's even more stupid. It's like I don't like you don't you just don't say their names, but oh man, oh, and then we'll say Letty. How dare she talking about some? How many Marvel movies? They listen here. I don't real quick. Let me see Letty real quick.
Oh
You put
no.
Marvel the past the 2 years they've been hitting with She-Hulk and the other shows. There's some shows that's been cool. I ain't like Doctor Strange. It was okay. It was mid. It wasn't bad. I think it wasn't bad. It was just mid. It wasn't what I thought. Right? Thor was ass. Ant-Man was ass. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, that was beautiful. Good shit. Good job. Spider-Man No Way Home, good shit. Into the Spider-Verse, I ain't seen it yet, but what everyone talking about, good shit. Keep it up. Alright? So Marvel on a good roll right now. But my point is, you can get all of them. I know they have a lot of movies. They got like 30 something movies. I understand that. But at least their story somewhat with all the aliens and all the magic and all the science and the robots, at least in a way it makes sense. At least they got a storyline that makes sense, movie to movie.
Hmm.
Somewhat. Somewhat. If you look it over, it connects. They movies? What the fuck is going on? What are we doing? A Hobbs solo movie? They don't even know what they're doing no more.
I'm pretty sure they said that the Hobbs movie is going to be like the setup for Fast X2.
Yeah, they did.
Which means you have to watch Hobbs before you watch Fast X2, Tony.
Exactly.
Yep.
But
So
like,
I
what is
guess
this
we're all
movie
going to have
coming
to
out
watch
though?
Hobbs.
Because I'm on the impression, I'm telling you, they've been already. I bet you since October they've already filmed like already half of the movie already.
Yeah.
It's
Probably.
gonna come out next year.
I mean, that isn't the only spin-off they're talking about. Apparently they're talking about a spin-off with the Torettos. It's called the Torettos.
It sounds to me like they're just trying to like create their own cinematic universe
I
They
feel like
had
to
to.
start doing these
I
spin-offs.
watched this video the other day about the Fast series. Did you know that it was a Netflix? I think it might be Netflix. They have a animated show that no, I mean, it must Peacock. I'm sorry, I think it might be Peacock, where it's like an animated show about the Fast series about Dom's cousin named Miguel or something like that.
wait,
Oh
wait,
my
wait, wait,
god.
wait, 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 wait,
And
wait, 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 wait. So they not only have all these movies and are making spin-offs, but they also have a show?
Oh, it gets worse. Listen to this.
It gets
Oh
Vin
no.
worse.
Diesel, Vin Diesel has voiced the this cartoon version of Dom in multiple episodes. Hold on, it gets worse. The show went on for almost 3 years. They made 6 seasons. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Six
Hang on.
seasons. And Vin Diesel's character has been somewhat a prominent character along with his cousin, and it's a Fast and Furious kids racing show. I kid you effing not.
oh my god, I didn't even know about that.
Why did
Look
they
it
make
up.
six
It is
seasons in
100%
3 years?
true.
That's 2 seasons a year.
Yes.
Why? Why?
And it is 100%, 1000%
Wait,
canon.
what is it called?
I gotta look it up. I gotta figure out what it is.
No,
So that I'm watching a whole video about it.
I wanna play the trailer now.
Oh god.
Fast and Furious.
It's like the deeper you look into this franchise, just the worse it gets. Like, oh my god.
Oh my god!
Fast and Furious Spy
Ew!
Racers.
It's like CG animated. It looks like some Paw
Yes.
Patrol shit.
Yes.
Hang on.
Oh
Let me
god.
play this.
That Dom set on this very stretch of road and become the next great street racer.
This sounds familiar.
I was born to win. I'm a Toretto.
I'll cut to the chase. I need a crew of street racers to infiltrate a criminal organization called Shifter.
Why do you need street racers to infiltrate a criminal organization? What does one have to do with the
You
other?
think you got what it takes to roll with Shifter?
Dom is in the show,
Well, we're about to find out.
Hang on. Okay, I need to look up the scene with Dom now. Just to see how bad it is. Spy Racers Dom. Oh, you have to put that in the thumbnail. That animation. Oh my god, no, that's so cursed.
Oh god, what does it look like?
Looks like you pushed it a little too hard. Reminds me of someone else I know. That's because you're a Toretto. You're born to win. But remember, being a Toretto's got nothing to do with what you do in that car. Being a Toretto is about what's in here. Alright, I'll see you later, because I got something to talk to you about.
Hey, that's gonna be a PNG.
Yes, and it is 100% canon to the Fast series.
It's canon?
Yes.
Oh my god. Wait, so like, does it like, do you know like which film it's canon to, or like what part of the timeline it takes place in?
No, I'm pretty sure if you look it up, I mean, they might. Someone might know. I'm not sure. The video I saw, it didn't go that deep and say if it's like what timeline, but it's part of it.
I'm gonna make this PNG and send it to you, Devin.
Oh god, I see what Vin Diesel looks like now. Bro, that looks like worse than a PS2 game. Bro, it looks like fucking, I don't even know. Some Midnight Club 3 graphics.
Oh my god, I almost sent that to my mom. Jesus.
It's called Fast and the Furious Spy Racers Homecoming.
Oh, it's so trash, bro.
Oh, Jesus,
Hey,
man.
on Patreon, if you pay us $100, we'll watch all 6 seasons.
No. Shut the fuck
Oh,
up, bro.
God.
I've done worse in my time. I'm not doing that. Goddamn. No.
Apparently, it says the series aired from 2019 to 2021.
That is
Bro.
crazy.
You don't understand. I went through the nut shack,
So-
alright? And that was only 2 seasons. That was terrible. I'm not going through this for 6
So-
seasons.
If it came out from 2019 to 2021, Well, let me see. Fast franchise. Let me see, like, Fast films. Maybe that'll bring it up. Okay, so what came out around that time? Oh my god. That just makes it worse. The only thing that was out around that time, Fast 9. The worst one to have continuity with, man.
Wow.
It couldn't even been one of the good ones. It had to be Fast 9.
Yeah. And that is. So they have a lot. So I don't want to hear them ever talk about Marvel
Wait.
when they have
Oh my god,
so
I
much.
just... What? I just discovered a new Fast and Furious video. Apparently... Oh god, so apparently there is an official... it's called the Fast and Furious Turbocharged. Apparently it's a prelude to Too Fast, Too Furious, and it's considered canon in, like, the films. It's only like 6 minutes long, but for some reason they count it in, like, the films. I'm sorry, what? Oh my god, there's one there's one for the fourth movie as well. It's a 20-minute short called Los Bandolerios.
Vin Diesel,
What?
what is wrong with you?
I don't... What the fuck,
Family.
man? Oh, is there any more? No, those are the only
Grandpa
ones.
the time.
Jesus, man. I know there's Fast and Furious video games, but I don't think those
Oh, I
would
know.
have any
I know
continuity.
there's Fast and Furious video games because I bought one, and the motherfucker, nobody plays it. Remember? We tried to do a video
Yeah.
on it, but nobody fucking plays the game, so we couldn't do a goddamn video on it.
What was the game even called?
I don't know. I have it physically, man. It was $20. $20 of my hard-earned cash.
Oh man.
Just sitting there in fucking Vin Diesel's pockets.
Oh, don't forget the extra 16 you gave him for Fast X.
I know.
Okay, is that
And I'm
like
probably
the only Fast TV
trying to
show?
think.
Oh god, okay.
I can't do math.
That is funny, man.
Okay, so I guess Dom's like family member or nephew, whatever he is in the show, is named Tony Toretto.
Oh, great.
So I guess Tony's a part of the family.
Oh my gosh. No.
So by the end of this, if there's no more spin-offs that gets announced, I will have spent $68 on the Fast and the Furious.
Oh,
Wait,
Austin.
It gets worse. Did you guys know that there was supposed to be a spin-off with all the women in the Fast series?
Fucking
No.
no, bro. Nah, no.
What? You guys didn't know? Oh, this is going on for a while. Oh, and you guys didn't know. You think we're done? You didn't notice that little B, he's learning how to drive. Next generation, baby.
Nah,
Oh.
bro. Nah,
Oh,
no.
you thought this was over? Oh,
Austin.
honey,
What?
we're just getting started.
You know who plays Tony Toretto in the TV series?
Who?
Tyler Posey. No!
That makes this even worse.
Wait! I looked at the cast. There's a character in this show that's called Palindrome. Can you guys take a guess at who plays him?
I don't even want to guess, Devin. I don't.
Do you want to take a guess, Tony? It's someone that you know.
This is what I know. Like actor?
Well, he's been in a couple movies. I don't know if you could consider him really a big film actor.
Kurt Angle?
No.
The Miz.
No.
Paul White.
Yep.
No way!
Why? Why?
Yes.
Paul
He
White.
plays he plays
No
Palindrome.
way!
So that means we have 3 wrestlers that have been involved in the Fast franchise. Who is next?
No,
Fucking
No
4.
Batista.
way!
4.
There's 5, Austin.
5.
Yeah, The Rock, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Paul White, and don't forget Ronda Rousey was
Ronda
in
Rousey
Yeah,
doesn't
Ronda
fucking
Rousey.
count, okay? Fuck Ronda Rousey.
Damn.
She
I
can't
think she
wrestle
was
for
in
shit.
Fast. I think she was in Fast 6. I think
Yeah.
was the one she was in.
Who's fucking next? Batista?
I wouldn't be
Probably. Well,
surprised.
yeah, I won't be. I think Batista. I think he's trying to make his career go like above stuff like that. I think he wanna like. I don't know.
The
I
Rock
think
ain't making
he's
his
above
career
that.
above stuff like that. My man went back to that.
Yeah, The Rock definitely went back to that. John Cena is definitely on stuff like that. You see the stuff with John Cena and Jackie Chan?
No.
That oh my god,
Wait,
look it up. The movie looks like another Fast movie. It looks so trash, but for some reason
what
it's
is
coming
it
out in
called?
theaters. I don't know. Just look up Jackie Chan, John Cena. I don't know. Like,
Wait,
eh, there's some parts of the trailer where it looks like
Oh,
is this real? Where
it's
it
called.
looks like a fake trailer. Looks like a parody, but apparently it's a real movie.
is that the movie that John Cena was like working on for like 3 years with Jackie Chan?
I hope fucking not, cause it looks terrible with CGI wise. But for some reason, like it's like a serious thing, and it looks like a really fake, like Fast and Furious ripoff type movie.
It's called Project Extraction. It says 2023 film.
I mean, it looks like a full of Bollywood, like like CG. It looks bad, like straight to DVD wise, and it's like
Apparently, they
jarring
changed the
because it's
name of it
John
to
Cena and
Hidden
Jackie
Strike.
Chan.
They changed it to Hidden Strike?
Yeah, Hidden Strike.
Ew, that's a worse name.
I want to see what else Vin Diesel's been in. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting he's Groot.
Yeah, he's good.
It's alright, you'll stumble
Oh,
upon the pacifier.
they said he says that when he reads the lines for I am Groot, when he says I am Groot, he says that James Gunn gives him a script that um he actually knows the words of what Groot is saying.
Oh, Jesus. Wait, Vin Diesel was in the Iron Giant?
Yeah, he's Iron Giant.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Let me go to his IMDb page.
Which is really weird that like he's a part of that and I don't want to think about it.
I like
it's
it how
something
you
he
go
can
to
hang
his
his hat on.
page. It just says known for Fast and Furious franchise.
Oh sure. I mean, hey, here's the thing. I don't know. The Fast movies really destroyed my hate for him because when I think of like old Vin Diesel stuff, like I love the movie The Pacifier.
Oh, okay. So here's some upcoming Vin Diesel movies.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
Apparently, I think yeah, this one came out. Apparently, there's like a I Am Groot TV series.
There was, yes.
So there's gonna be an Arc 2 video game with Vin Diesel in it. Arc the animated series.
Why?
A movie called Muscle. That's like another fucking party. Fast X Part 2, and finally, apparently they're making another Triple X movie. This is Triple X 4.
But why?
As of right now and stuff. Like how when I go to all his movies, it says he's like a producer on everything he does. All his movies say either producer or executive producer. Jesus, man.
What's John Cena's upcoming movies? Because now I'm curious.
John Cena. Hold on, let me go to his IMDb. We're really going down this rabbit hole now, ain't we? He has 13 upcoming things. A couple of them been released. Like Peacemaker was released already. Hidden Strike with Jackie Chan is coming out this year. Oh yeah, he's gonna be in the Barbie movie this year. He
I
plays
forgot about
Ken.
that. He doesn't play Ken.
It says he plays Ken right here on IMDb.
What the fuck? I thought Ryan Gosling plays Ken.
I don't know. I'm just going off what IMDb is saying. Apparently, he's playing in Coyote versus Acme.
The fuck is that?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I knew about that one.
Vacation Friends 2.
Why?
Freelance. Argyle, whatever that is. Grand Death Lotto. It says all these things are like in production. And that's all it says. Well, like I says previous films, and I scroll down and I see WWE 2K20. Oh, I forgot about Surf's Up 2 Wave Mania. I forgot that was a movie. Oh man. Is there anybody else you want me to look up, or are we going to move on to the next topic?
I should probably just move on, man.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's our official Fast X review. I hope you enjoyed that.
Let me save a clip. Alright, Tony had to dip for a bit. I don't know if he's going to come back or not, but it's nice having him on. If he doesn't, if he comes back, it's okay.
Yep. So since we just talked about The Rock and Fast X, I thought it would be a great transition for us to move into my next topic, because you're not going to believe this, Austin. This is going to be one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. So everybody get your popcorn ready, because this is going to be a fun one. So, if you've seen the headlines going on the past couple weeks, The Rock apparently has been hit with a $3 billion lawsuit, right? Well, so basically, this lawsuit comes from a woman named Raka Khan, who is a former wrestler for TNA. And so, to preface this lawsuit, it's not just The Rock, but all these websites are using The Rock for the headlines to try to get the clicks. And so, I'm going to read you everybody that's in this lawsuit, because this is unfathomably ridiculous. So, the reason, before I read who's in this, the reason that Raka Khan has made this fucking lawsuit, because she believes that everybody in this lawsuit is working together in a giant conspiracy theory to kidnap her children.
What?
And she has paid tens of thousands of dollars to actually get this lawsuit into court as well. Keep in mind, as of 2019, her kids were 4 years old, because some of the people, there's someone in this lawsuit that's dead. So
Nah, bro, you can't do that.
So, I'm gonna read this here. Former TNA star Raka Khan's lawsuit filed against a dizzying numbers of parties. The state of tech. Okay, so hold on. Her real name is Trenesha Biggers, who was Raka Khan in TNA and had a run in WWE's developmental system, filed a lawsuit in October 2022 in the U.S. District Court, Southern District of New York. The suit alleged that there was a conspiracy against her in regard to the criminal court case she has been facing since 2019 on charges of interference with child custody and aggravated kidnapping. According to the lawsuit that was filed against dozens of parties that include wrestling legends, promoters, NBA legends. So the suit alleges that the defendants conspired to kidnap her and her children. The site notes that the 48-page lawsuit mostly consists of the list of defendants, some of whom are listed multiple times. The following individuals are amongst those on the defendant list. Get ready for this, Austin. When
Oh,
I
no.
heard this, I could not believe that this is real. So these are all the people that she is fucking putting in this lawsuit. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Oh my god. Bros, some of these I didn't even know about. Oh my god. Bro. Fucking. Hold on a second. Tony texted me. For some reason, Snapchat isn't loading. Okay, there we go.
What do you say?
Oh, he was saying that it was fun being on the podcast.
It's always fun having them.
Sorry to fucking take that little detour there, but so are you ready to hear who's in this lawsuit?
I am ready to hear it.
So, the people who she thinks are conspiring to kidnap her and her children, Austin, are listed as followed.
Oh no.
The entire state of Texas.
Nah, bro, you can't do the entire. What? I'm sorry.
It's only the first one. The El Paso Child Protective Services.
What?
The entirety of the FBI.
The FBI! You're trying to sue the FBI!
The Los Cruces. I don't know who that is.
I don't know
The
either.
The New Mexico Police Department.
Bro.
The New York Police Department.
That's like 3 police departments that she's suing.
The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. The New York ACS. Omega Sci-Fi Fraternity Inc.
What?
The Shirley Police Department.
That's another police department.
Sigma-
Why?
Sigma Phi Epsilon. She's suing specifically the county of Suffolk, New York.
Bro.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Why?
The Miz and Maurice.
Oh god, I have to get PGs of them. Okay.
Heath Miller. I'm not sure who Heath Miller is.
That's fucking Heath Slater!
Oh my, is it really?
Yes! Why? Why is she
Nikki
suing?
Bella.
No! Well, okay, hang on. Why is she suing Heath Slater? And then the next line is Nikki fucking Bella. What the fuck is this? What is this?
It gets so much worse, Austin. You're not ready for the next one.
Who?
Keep in mind, her children, as of making this lawsuit, there's no way they could have been alive at this time. The next person that she's suing in this lawsuit, are you ready?
Who?
Chris Benoit.
No! You can't be serious! You can't be serious! Bro!
Chris Benoit.
You cannot be serious! He's been dead! You're suing a dead man! Who are you gonna sue? David? What the fuck?
You wanna... You wanna know who's getting sued right after Chris Benoit?
Who? Bro?
Mark Jindrak.
Why? Okay, hang on. I gotta get So, Heath Miller... I'm trying to get PNGs.
That killed me. He said, who's she gonna sue? David?
Because you can't sue a dead man!
Apparently she can. He's in the lawsuit. The sad thing is, it gets worse. Oh my god.
Why is there a Chris Benoit PNG with Megatron?
Oh my chest. Oh my
No,
god.
I'm gonna get the zombie PNG because apparently we're suing dead men now.
And don't forget Mark Jindrak.
I'll fucking get him. I gotta get Nikki Bella as well.
So she's suing, after that, Panda Energy. If you don't know who Panda Energy is, Austin, it says here, the now defunct company that owned TNA. Guess who's after that?
I don't even want to know, man.
Home Depot.
What?
She's suing Home Depot.
Why is
Keep
she
in
suing
mind,
Home Depot?
she's saying in this lawsuit that all of these people are working together as a big government conspiracy. So she thinks.
No,
Chris
wait.
Benoit, the
How is
FBI
Chris? How is Chris fucking? Is he controlling it from his fucking grave?
apparently from beyond the grave, he's working with the FBI, the entire state of Texas,
Bro,
and Home Depot.
He wouldn't be working with the FBI because he would be in prison. He murdered his son and his wife. How would he be working with the FBI?
Apparently, according to RobcoreNation, he is.
Oh my god, bro, I can't.
After that, she's suing Florida Championship Wrestling, which is now defunct.
That's because that's NXT pretty much now.
She's suing Steve Kern. I don't know who that is.
I don't know either.
the NWA. Billy Corgan.
That's just part of the NWA.
Deep South Wrestling.
Why?
The Bank of America.
The Bank of America.
Yes.
She's suing the Bank of America. What? What?
You want to know who's after Bank of America? She's suing.
Who?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Well, it's none other than NBA legend Michael Jordan.
Why? What does Michael Jordan have to do with this? Okay, hang on. Okay. Michael Jordan. PNG. I never thought I'd have to get this for a fucking thumbnail. But you know what? What a fucking podcast thumbnail this is gonna be, Devin. Jesus fucking Christ.
The thing is, I'm gonna have to put this on the Clips channel too.
I know. With the fucking curse, like fucking Fast X PNGs and goddamn RobcoreNation. Bro, there's other things that has to be in this podcast too. That's the sad part.
There's something else I found out about RobcoreNation that I'm gonna talk about once I'm done with this.
Oh, you're about to get a lot of PNGs.
We're not done though.
I know.
Because she sued several universities. It doesn't list which one. Jim Cornette.
Great, Jim Cornette. Let's get him.
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley as well. Okay.
The New York City Area Energy Company. Con Edison, and it says and more.
Okay, I got Jim Cornette, and then Mick Foley. Mick Foley is one of the nicest people you would ever meet. I met him. Why the fuck are you suing Mick Foley?
Because he's part of a conspiracy to kidnap her children. Don't you understand?
No, he ain't, bro.
Mick Foley is working with the New Mexico Police Department and Chris Benoit. So it says here, according to the report, there was no movement until February when the court records indicated that Rakakon was allowed to move forward with the lawsuit with the prepayment of any court fees. She was notified of the filing by mail at a home address listed in New York. Rakakon is said to be seeking $3 billion in damages, and none of the listed defendants have been served as of yet. Rakakon still has a bench warrant for her arrest after she failed to appear in December for those charges.
Oh,
My
here's a
gosh,
cursed PNG of David Benoit. It has fucking he's wearing a Chris Jericho 30 years shirt. Might as well use that.
I'm trying to see if I can find the other names of people in this lawsuit, because it says and more.
By the way, she's just suing Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
So is Bree just fine?
Yep.
That makes no fucking sense.
Oh, yeah. So... now I can talk about the other thing, because now you're going to have to get a PNG for Kurt Angle.
God damn it.
Because...
You're making this thumbnail, and it's going to be... You're putting all of these in here. I hope you know.
In 2009, Rakakon pressed charges against Kurt Angle.
Why?
Because Kurt Angle was accused of physically assaulting her. Because if you didn't know, Austin, in 2009, around when Endgame came out, Rakakon was apparently dating Kurt Angle at the time.
He had to be on the
And,
perks. He just had to be on the perks.
The charges were eventually dropped after they claimed that there wasn't enough evidence against Kurt Angle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
She also claimed that Kurt Angle would steal her paychecks, apparently.
Yeah, because that makes sense. That totally makes fucking logical sense.
Oh my god. I'm trying to see if I could fucking... I'm trying to see if I could find, like, the lawsuit itself.
This is a cursed PNG of Kurt Angle. Let's give it to you. Might as well.
Oh.
I didn't miss getting the PNGs for the podcast. I hope you know. Especially with this shit like this, bro. There's so many people. Let me see the PNG list so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 so far. Not even including us. You're gonna have fun with this one.
Oh my god.
I'm
trying to find the full list.
God damn it, I still gotta get Nikki Bella, so there's 16 actually.
Did you get Mark Jindrak?
Yes. Nikki Garcia. Fucking cunt.
This is like the most ridiculous thing I've ever fucking seen. Oh, bro, I'm crying. Oh my god.
So random, bro.
Oh. Hold on, did this fucking... Okay, but I want to know, like... Okay, motherfucker, that's the people I read already, but fucking, they keep saying and more. What's the and more? Oh my god. So someone said in total on the list she's suing 454 people for this.
Damn.
But no one's posting the full list. Like, can somebody post the full fucking list? Please?
Did my message app just crash?
When you were sending it, it just said messages, 9+ notifications.
There we go. There's the Nikki Bella one.
Yeah, I can't find who else is in it. Everybody just keeps saying the same thing, and more, and more, and more, and more. Defendants. Oh my god, can the same article stop coming up? Document. Maybe if I put document, it'll come up. I can't find who else is in the and more. I've looked as much as I can. I can't fucking yeah, I can't fucking ow. I can't fucking find who the other people are, but yeah, so that's the fucking Rockacon lawsuit. What do you think, Austin?
So fucking stupid.
Isn't it crazy how all those people have worked together to conspire to kidnap her children?
I'm not even gonna with you. I hope you know. I really ain't.
It's a legit lawsuit. Like, it's actually in court and everything.
I know,
So,
I know. And the justice
So,
system has failed multiple times, so, you know, this is just another fucking way.
Jim Cornette did a video talking about it if anyone's interested to go check that out.
Well,
But fucking, I don't know if, like, all these people have to actually go to court and shit over this. I don't know, like, there's no way Chris Benoit can, obviously. But this is the most wild shit, bro. Like, I could not believe it when I fucking seen this. Like, I was astonished that this was actually real.
well, speaking of the justice system, since we recorded this on the second part on the second day, more stuff happened. So this relates to me because, if you don't know, I'm taking my 3-month break from my channel and stuff like that to work on this That 70 Show video. And of course, today, when I start working on it, it comes out, Danny Masterson gets fucking goddamn charged with rape. So the shit we talked about all the way back in episode 5 of the podcast has finally came to a conclusion, and he can get up to 30
later.
He can get up to 30 years in prison. Of course, on the day where I'm starting on making this fucking video. So great. Thank you, justice system. That was perfect fucking timing. Now I have to put a disclaimer on my fucking video. Wonderful. Wonderful. You couldn't have done it 2 years ago. No. Now you decided he raped 2 people. That makes sense.
Jesus Christ, man.
Nah, because this always happens. There's always when I'm working on something fucked happens. It's always, every time. I can't even have a video that I'm looking forward to make. Fucking, oh my god. Clone High was fucked. Goddamn, I was trying so hard with some of these fucking Austin Artist reviews because there's so much fucked shit. And now I was gonna have fun with this, but no! This has to fucking happen and make me in a bad mood, because now the entire time I have to binge the series, I have to fucking look at Hyde, and I'm like, oh, he raped 2 people. That's fucking nice. Thank you.
Oh my god.
I mean, he did. I'm not saying that it's bad that he, like, that it's not bad that he did, but, like, still, like, you couldn't have done that sooner.
No, they had to wait till now.
God damn it, bro.
You better watch, Austin, or fucking Raka Khan's gonna add you to that lawsuit. Are you conspiring to kidnap her children?
You know, maybe I am.
Oh, now she's definitely gonna put you in the lawsuit.
I'm not.
That's
I'm
all
not.
it takes.
I don't even know your fucking children, bro. So.
So the reason, so people are saying apparently she's like, the reason that this lawsuit is even happening is because fucking she's pretty delusional, and apparently she's going through like a lot of mental stuff and like drug abuse and shit. But still, it's so fucking ridiculous, man. Like, that someone could even come up with this fucking lawsuit, and then, oh, man. Well, speaking of, things being fucked, we could, talk about someone that we haven't talked about in a while.
Great.
If you want.
That?
Well, none other than Mr. Bryant Moreland, EDP 445, because he's back again. Actually, 2 times, because we haven't done the podcast in a while. So, I'll go over the first one first. So, EDP has tried to come back again, at this point in time when he did this, by he has come up with this new story, where basically he, when it pertains to the cupcake situation, as he's calling it, he's claimed, and is still claiming to this day, that Chet Goldstein emailed him and asked him if he wanted to star in a film to get his film career going, and so EDP said he saw this as a good opportunity, and he said that Chet Goldstein told him that he wanted him to play a pedophile in his film, and EDP tried to justify this by saying it was a good move for his film career to get him some training for film career or whatever.
Because that's a great role to play as your first role, a pedophile.
Yeah, and it's like, even if the film role thing was true, like, why would you accept playing a pedophile when you're a fucking known celebrity?
Bro, if I got asked to play like in my first role, get my film career set up, and I asked what the role is, and they're like, well, you're playing fucking R. Kelly, and
Oh my.
I would slap the motherfucker in the face.
Bro, that would be like if fucking The Rock, for example, if like Chet Goldstein hit up The Rock and was like, yo, Dwayne, fucking, do you want to star in this film where we do a whole sting operation about you and try to ruin your career, saying that you're a pedophile talking to underage girls? Like, obviously The Rock's not going to be like, oh yeah, that's a great opportunity for my film career.
Well, I mean, maybe now he might say that because of what he's doing now.
Oh my god. But not even just that. It's not even just that. EDP has done that, and obviously the emails he made were faked. He very poorly photoshopped it, and it's just another attempt at him trying to come back. But not only that, Austin, because now EDP has his website up again, edp445.com, and this man is trying to cancel Mr. Beast and Chris Tyson for being pedophiles.
Now I have to get them.
because he's saying that Mr. Beast and Chris Tyson are dangers to children. And he said, and I quote, "I don't fuck with that pedophile shit," is what EDP said.
Is there like a new PNG of them so I can get Chris Tyson's like new look?
I don't actually know. You might have to make one.
Oh my god. There's them with the Kids' Choice Awards. I'll fucking use that. Fuck it. Go ahead and tell me more.
Well, basically, that's what he was saying, is that, like, Mr. Beast and Chris Tyson were a danger. Let me see if I can actually find the video, because someone uploaded it on YouTube, because he originally put it on his website, because anytime EDP tries to do anything on YouTube, it gets removed, like, immediately. EDP 445 Chris Tyson. Let's see what comes up. Someone upload the actual video.
Holy shit, man. So my motherfucking main nigga Chris Tyson supports child porn. He's into that freak ass shit. We gotta protect our youth. We gotta protect our kids and our goddaughters and our nephews and our nieces
pause it.
and our cousins.
Pause it.
The man who tried to meet up with a 13-year-old is saying we need to protect our youth.
I've already went off multiple times on this fucking podcast because of the fucking dumbass shit I have fucking heard. But this has gotta be the fucking dumbest. What the fuck, Brian?
Oh my god.
You
bro.
sat there. Okay. It's 2 years now. 2 years we've been dealing with you, motherfucker. You sat there and tried to fuck a 13-year-old. And then you said, oh, it was a cupcake. It was a cupcake. And then you knew what you fucking did, because when you got away with it, you sat there on your fucking whatever goddamn websites and you were eating goddamn cupcakes, taunting people, and now you're talking about, oh, it was just an acting thing, because that makes so much fucking sense with your poor ass Photoshop. Now you're trying to tell me that because Chris Tyson came out as trans, he is a danger to children because he supports CP. What in the fuck information? Where the fuck did you even find that information, Bryant?
I don't
Because
know.
we're not supposed to be looking in to Chris Tyson, who was just at the fucking Kids' Choice Awards. No. We should really be looking into your fucking 600-pound life ass.
Oh my god. This
fucking
video goes on for like another 2 minutes.
No, I don't want to hear it, bro.
Not too bad.
From weird ass freak motherfuckers like this, you feel me?
How?
If you guys don't know who the fuck Chris Tyson is, Chris Tyson.
A lot more people know who he is than you.
I got nothing against gays. I got nothing against transgenders, nigga. If you want to chop your fucking dick off, split that shit down the middle like a Polish sausage and turn that motherfucker into a pussy through plastic surgery, you go right the fuck ahead. Whatever you do, that's your fucking decision. I don't give a shit. It ain't my fucking life. Why do I give a fuck? When you start having an influence on the kids, on
what
our
are you
youth,
talking about?
that's where I got a big fucking problem. You know what I mean?
What are
And
you
so,
fucking talking about?
Chris Tyson, he hangs out with Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is one of the most popular YouTubers out there with over 150 million goddamn subscribers. Holy fucking shit. Chris Tyson and Mr. Beast, they took a picture. I believe it's the Nickelodeon.
Oh my! The PNG I got is what you. How? Nah, pause it. No. So you're telling me it isn't even because he's trans. It's just because he went to the fucking Kids' Choice Awards. Are you fucking serious?
Oh my
Bryant!
I can't.
Chris Tyson, he was seen kissing his son on the lips. My nigga, it's your son. Me personally, that is some suspect ass freak fucking shit.
No. I'm sick and tired of your ass. You're gonna. Admittedly, that is weird that he's kissing his son on the lips. Admittedly, okay? But you
Tom
have
Brady
no.
does the same thing to his son.
I mean, yeah, but you have no right to say anything is suspect or freak type shit. You tried to send your fucking pictures of your fucking shit to 13-year-olds. You have no goddamn right to say that anything is suspect or freak shit, bro. Shut the fuck up. God, bro. Go on.
My fucking controller died.
Fucking God, bro.
Did you say go on?
Yeah, go fucking on.
There's like a minute left.
Great.
And outpouring shit at is Chris Tyson is friends with somebody named, I think his name is Chadman, whatever the fuck his name is. And Chris Tyson and Shatman, excuse me, they're into lolicon. And if you guys
my
don't know
God,
what
it's this.
lolicon is basically my nigga, the way I'm gonna describe it, lolicon is basically Japanese manga that
Okay,
is
pause. So he's gonna explain what this is, right? And admittedly, lolicon is fucked. You shouldn't be doing it, or whatever. But here's what Bryant's fucking Neanderthal brain doesn't understand.
Neanderthal brain.
Nah. See, the reason he doesn't understand that this was a doctored tweet, which means it was photoshopped, by the way, just so you know, is because he can't do Photoshop himself.
Oh my God.
Bro, it's been proven that it was photoshopped. You dumbass. Oh my God, bro. I can't. You see, this is how did he not get caught sooner? With how dumb he fucking is. How did he not get caught sooner?
I don't know.
Oh my God. You're so dumb. You're so dumb, Brian.
And getting sexually abused and sexually fucking molested by goddamn.
You probably go to Lolicon. Why are you talking about this shit?
Through anime, Japanese manga, and the fucking weird ass, freak ass emo comic book type
Oh
shit.
my, shut the fuck up.
Like the Japanese manga, little comics and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's basically what the fuck.
You see, this motherfucker is saying all this and is like, oh, it's so fucked up and whatever. You know behind closed doors he's fucking jerking it to it. You know he is. You know he is. How do you know so much detail, Bryant?
He has to have seen it himself.
Bro, legitimately, I only know the fact that it's fucked. You're giving all this fucking detail. Oh my God, bro, this is dumb ass.
So I went to edp445.com, Austin. I'm gonna tell you what's on his website.
Great.
So it opens up with a picture of EDP decked out in his Eagles gear, and he actually uploaded a video that pertains to something that you like on his website. The Little Mermaid Can't Be Black by EDP445.
playing The Little Mermaid.
Oh my God, bro.
Listen, man. I'm just go ahead and throw this disclaimer out there. You feel me? First off, I am taking the shit. Secondly,
Pause it.
I'm not.
Because I have a whole nother fucking rant I have to go on. Because
Oh my
today,
God.
I was on Twitter, right? Because of course I
Mhm.
was. And I'm not even defending. I really ain't even defending the Little Mermaid because everybody knows my serenophobia or whatever. At this point, you fucking know. Alright? Tell me why. So, there's this artist who took a scene from the remake of The Little Mermaid and redrew it with the original Little Mermaid model or whatever.
Mhm.
Tell me why people are calling it racist.
Oh my God.
Because here's the thing with this movie. I'm actually seeing it on Tuesday as this recording. It is June 1st. I'm seeing it on Tuesday. But tell me why with this movie fucking there's people saying, "Oh, you could like the original. You could and race doesn't matter." But then when somebody sits there and makes a whole ass like art thing just trying to do something cool or whatever, they call them racist and it's all race based.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid. And I saw it today and I was like, why? Like, why? Like, I felt bad for the artist because she was getting fucking called racist. It's like, why, man? It actually was decent art too. And I was like, why? But go on, go on. Even though I don't want to hear it anymore.
Black Lives Matter, left wing, liberal mindset, mentality bullshit. I say what the fuck I want. I don't give a goddamn who it offends, my nigga.
We
This is
know.
my fucking website. You know what I mean?
Because you can't fucking go on YouTube.
Benefits of having your own website and having your own platform is you can say whatever the fuck you want to goddamn say. And there's not a single motherfucking faggot that can report you.
You still wanted to fuck children, so.
You like that shit, don't you, bitch? Anyways.
Just like how you like children.
There's a black chick playing The Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Why?
What does it matter?
Like, my nigga, like, so, what you have to understand is this, okay? The Little Mermaid has always been a white chick. Flounder, Sebastian, Ursula, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? A little animated series from the goddamn Disney Channel. And I'm not trying to,
it was a movie, by the way.
A black person can do the same shit. Yeah, a black person can do the same shit. But motherfucker, this is equivalent to taking a white person, right, and telling them to play the role of fucking Nelson Mandela. This is like taking a fucking Mexican person and telling them to play motherfucking Martin Luther King.
Oh my
This is
God.
like taking a black person and telling them to play the role of fucking Emiliano fucking Zapata.
Huh?
Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
No. Okay, pause.
Taking a fucking Irish person, right, and telling them to play fucking Adolf Hitler.
No, okay, pause, because I can't. Brian. Okay.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Obviously, I haven't seen the movie yet, but, and I will admit, I had my doubts at first why they made The Little Mermaid black, but at this point, like, it didn't really care. It didn't really matter to me. Really, I just don't understand why they're making the movie in general. But nonetheless, I will go on to say, like, I don't give a fuck, really, truly, about the race or whatever. And you of all people shouldn't either, because you're the same race. I mean, I'm not even trying, like, but like, Your comparisons are just fucking stupid, Brian. Like even I'm not even trying to defend this film. I really ain't, because I know it's gonna end up on my worst films list this year. I know it is, and I don't want to see the film. I'm gonna be fucking nervous as fuck to see the film because I have serenophobia and I don't fucking like mermaids. But here's the fucking point. Like, the race doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You're making this whole big deal when you really should be just talking about why the fuck it's getting made. Like, oh my god, that's the problem here. Like, I don't give a fuck what race it is or whatever. Do whatever the fuck you want. But, like, you're not gonna tell me. You really ain't gonna tell me that you're not thinking of, oh, why the fuck is this getting made? Like, bro, you see how dense this motherfucker is? Like, I cannot be bothered. Go on.
Fucking stupid. You know
You're
what I mean?
stupid.
And it's like, a lot of motherfuckers, man, they want to sit back, oh, well, he is a coon. He's a piece of shit. He's a racist. That's cool. I don't give a fuck. I've been caught a hell of a lot worse. You know what I mean? And,
I mean, you are a pedophile.
Fucking black, I just think that it's stupid as fuck. You know what I mean? You get a black person to play a black role. You get a white person to play a white role. You get a German person to play. You get a German person to play a fucking German role. You know what I mean? That's just the fucking way that it is, my nigga. You feel me? You don't take a fucking black chick and try to get into
Nah. Pause again. Bryant.
Oh my god.
It's public domain. The character doesn't have to be a specific race. It's public domain. Do you know what that means, Brian?
He probably doesn't.
It means you could do what you fucking want with it. It is not.
Because Bryant said that that's the way it is, Austin.
The Little Mermaid does not have to be specifically white. Like, I don't
Bryant
understand.
said she does.
No, I don't. Why is this the fucking top? You know. This is what makes me angry. This is what fucking makes me angry. Because I don't even care about this movie. The fact I'm getting dragged to the fucking theater to watch it. I don't want to fucking watch it. But the fact of the matter is, why is the whole fucking issue race? Because you know what this is gonna do? It's gonna turn into Ghostbusters 2016.
Oh god.
You know the fucking argument. If you don't like Ghostbusters 2016, you're fucking sexist. But if you like Ghostbusters the original Ghostbusters, you just don't fucking like that. Like, I don't.
I remember they tried to fucking cancel fucking James Rolfe over that because he just pretty much was like, I refuse to watch and review this film.
That's what this is turning into.
Like, oh, James Rolfe, you're a sexist. You're a piece of shit. Like,
see,
Jesus Christ.
It's gonna be something where, like, oh, you like the new Little Mermaid? You obviously are disrespecting the original. And then it's gonna be like, oh, well, you like the original? No, you're a fucking racist. That's what it's gonna be. I don't understand. This is what it's turning into. And Bryant, you're not fucking helping. God.
A white fucking it doesn't make any fucking sense, man. You know what I mean?
It doesn't have to.
Trying to play motherfucking it's like me, right? Trying to fucking play goddamn Joe Biden.
No, it isn't.
It's gonna be like,
Bryant.
shit like goddamn Donald
because Joe Biden isn't public domain. It is a real life fucking person. You're talking about a children's film that was made and it was based off a story that was public domain. Oh my god, bro.
So under this EDP put a poll. He said, "What kind of content do you want to see EDP 445 do more of? Lunchtime with EDP, Eagles game live streams, EDP's top 10 rock band song list,
No.
insane rants about the Eagles, toilet aftermath, or none of the above?" Let's look at the results for the poll.
No, I want to add. Can we add a thing? Can we add? Because I think great content for EDP could be "Don't Drop the Soap" with EDP 445.
Oh my god, the majority of people voted for none of the above. So here's his, when you go on his website, it says, "Welcome to my official website. I will be updating weekly content for you guys. I am grateful that I finally have a platform where I can speak my mind and be myself." Oh yeah, you can give monthly support, Austin. You can give EDP up to $10 a month.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, Austin, we could spend $25 to get a custom video shout out from EDP.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm trying to find what I saw earlier that I wanted to fucking tell you about. Where is it? Okay, the event, yeah. Oh my god, he called this the events that led to my setup. So I want to go into specific detail about the events that led up to my setup because I don't feel like it was entirely clear in the video I did about it. So I'm going to go to 2021. Okay, so he says, April 3rd, 2021, I received an email from Chet Goldstein who claimed he was with Wavelength Productions. He told me he had a film opportunity and wanted to know if I was interested. The email didn't address what type of film it was or what type of role I would be potentially acting out if I was selected. I responded to him and told him I was interested.
So, you didn't know what film role you were doing. You just sat there and accepted without thinking. You really are fucking brain dead.
He says, as I have stated in the video, I deleted all my emails, and unfortunately, this is one of the emails that I was unable to retrieve.
Cool.
And then the next day, he says, Chet informed me that Kyle was impressed with my work on the film, maybe next year, and that they wanted to give me a shot to try out for the part. He informed me that he was still trying to hash out the details with a co-actor and their cameraman and didn't have a set date, time, and location, but he would contact me as soon as they did. And he puts this fake email here from Chet Goldstein. It says, Kyle Thrash was very impressed with your work, maybe next year, and actually reached out to me and informed me that you live in Bakersfield. We want to give you a shot to try out for the film and feel like you would be a perfect fit for it. I am trying to hash out the details with our co-actor, John, and cameraman, Javier. As soon as I have our location details and time, I will contact you. Thank you for your patience. So then a couple of days later, EDP says, Chet sent me a short email asking me if I knew where 2505 Mount Vernon Avenue, Bakersfield, California was, and if it was close by. Unfortunately, this email was lost too.
Of course it was.
Then, a couple days later, he says, I didn't get back to him until the 9th. I looked up the location, and it showed that it was a Rite Aid about 16 minutes away from me on Google Maps, so I emailed him back to confirm that that was the location he was referring to for the meetup shot. Then the next day, he says, Chet responded and confirmed that the location was correct. He also provided a date and time and informed me that they would have me act out / improv a random scene to determine if I was a fit for the part. I was confident that this was a legit film opportunity, so he has more fake emails, one from him that says 2505 Mount Vernon Avenue, Bakersfield, that's the Rite Aid, right? Then Chet Goldstein says, yes, that's the correct location. Our cameraman will meet you at the Rite Aid parking lot on Sunday, the 18th at 2 p.m. and instruct the improv scene will take place. We'll need to see how you act out a random scene for 30-40 minutes to see if you're a fit for the film we're planning to shoot in the Bakersfield area in October. The scene we may ask you to act out may seem a bit odd, and I may crack some jokes and be rude in certain parts of the shoot that may seem offensive to you. But keep in mind, we have a protocol of situations we may throw at you to see how you respond and act in helping us determine if you're a fit for the part. If selected for the part for the film we're shooting in Bakersfield in October, we will reach out 7 to 14 business days from our meeting. Please message me back to confirm this date. EDP then says, on the 18th, I arrived at the Rite Aid about 1:50 p.m. and met up with the cameraman. He walked me over to the apartment complex next to the Rite Aid where I met Chet. While people are commenting on it saying you can clearly see that the email is fake. So fucking... Okay, hold on. Is that it? Okay, I think that's it. It doesn't say anything. Oh wait, is there a second page? Hold on. No, it's just comments. Yeah, everybody's just fucking... Hold on a second. Was that actually the next page? Let me scroll back up. No. Okay. So, yeah, fucking... no one's buying it, but that's his official thing that he put here on his site. Oh, also, as of this year, EDP has surpassed 1 million followers on TikTok. He put that on here. He said, I'm so thankful to everyone who has continued to follow me through all the bullshit and never stopped believing in me.
Mm-hmm.
So, fucking, okay, so he has a store on here. Austin, if we pay $100, we can book a 1-hour interview with EDP.
No.
Even if we did, based off the interview we saw before with EDP, you know, if we even tried to bring up that situation, he would just be like, oh, speak to my lawyer, speak to my fucking lawyer, speak to my lawyer. So it would be a waste of $100.
I know.
Austin, you could buy EDP's Eagles flag for $100.
Again, no.
Austin, don't you want to spend $65 on EDP's Super Bowl 52 ticket?
No.
Don't you want to spend $500 on EDP's 100K YouTube plaque?
No.
Why is he selling his YouTube plaques? He's like selling it. Bro, he must be desperate for money. He's selling like everything he owns. Oh my god, I'm scrolling through his videos. Bumble stole my money. Do you know what Bumble is, Austin?
Isn't that like a gay dating site?
It's kind of like Tinder.
Jesus.
Defensive lineman.
Oh no,
fuckfest.
Grinder is the gay one.
Yeah. Another toilet destroyed. Thirst trapping bitches. Thank you for hospital wishes. Little Caesar bitches. Fucking shit up at the range. Welcome to the website. Bleeding out of my asshole. Suck my balls, you hating bitch. That's all it's on his videos section. What about his live streams? EDP has no scheduled live streams at this time. Please check back soon.
Hang on 1 second.
Trying to see if there's anything else on his website. There's not really much else. Oh god, I can put my email in. It says subscribe to EDP. Be the first to know about stuff from EDP's website. No, thank you. But that's pretty much everything on EDP445.com.
Well, from one pedophile to another, it looks like Sneeko, the
Oh, I
resident,
forgot you're going to talk about this.
yeah, the resident cuck has been trying to hit up 14-year-olds on live stream. So, what's your thoughts on Sneeko trying to hit up 14-year-olds, Devin?
Well, the last time I heard about Sneeko was when he had a beef with Charlie. And then Charlie, like, talked to him, and he seemed like a pretty alright guy when he's not playing, like, the Sneeko character.
Let me see. Sneeko. Let me look up the video.
But I didn't know fucking Sneeko was on that shit.
So here we go. Well, I mean, he enjoyed the movie Cuties, so I'm not really surprised.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's one of the things Charlie said, is that he enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite movie, actually.
Actually, we would make a great double date. I like you on the left, and I think Zerka likes the girl on the right. They're both on the left. What up, girls? I want to kiss you guys. How old are you?
What the
Oh,
fuck?
I got that white bitch smiling. Let's go. Stop. How old are you guys?
Underage? Well, you just...
He said, how old are you guys?
How
Underage.
underage?
He said how underage.
Like, we can't go to Starbucks, white bitch?
You know, I would be turning 15 in a month.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh my god.
we got him.
He had this, like, shocked face, but he was also smiling.
Jesus Christ, man.
So, yeah, he was flirting with a 14-year-old.
Jesus Christ, man. This episode's been so fucked. Oh,
I know. You have to make the thumbnail for it, and all those PNGs have to go in that I sent you
I know.
so far.
oh, man.
So what's your next topic, Devin?
Oh, that's all my topics.
Oh, shit. Well, I guess there's one more last thing for me to do. I am going to go get my Prime
Well, actually,
Lemonade.
there's one topic you had that you didn't talk about yet.
What?
You said you wanted to, I have it down here on the topics list, you said you wanted to talk about Alexa Bliss.
Well, if we're going to talk about Alexa Bliss, we also have to talk about Xia Li and Carmella as well, because they are all pregnant now.
You know, this is actually fucked because we're going from pedophiles to talking about pregnancy. Dude, it's actually fucked.
It's really fucked. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Transition there.
Oh, no. But yeah, Alexa Bliss is now pregnant, along with Xia Li, just announced her pregnancy today, and Carmella announced her pregnancy like 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
Nobody gives a
Crazy.
fuck about the rape cunt babies that are being made,
Oh,
so...
my fucking... Oh, yeah, Tay Cunty as well is pregnant, too.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck.
Jesus Christ. Everybody's getting pregnant, bro. Bro, I seen someone say, like, when Alexa announced her pregnancy, like, someone, I saw this comment, someone was like, damn, everybody out here fucking, ain't they?
Yeah, like... it explains her absence. So, I mean...
Well, I mean, she also had that skin cancer thing, too.
Yeah.
But I just find it funny because, like, all the Alexa Bliss stands are, like, losing their shit over it. And, like,
Yeah,
the obsessive
which
ones are so
I don't
mad that they
under-
can't be with Alexa.
I truly don't understand why some people are getting mad because they're saying, oh, like, she's not hot anymore. But I was like, you're telling me that's the deal breaker for you? Like, really? I mean, have you seen Maria Kanellis? She has, like, 3 kids. Nah, bro.
Bro, they were saying when fucking Becky got pregnant, they're like, oh, Becky's not hot anymore. And then Becky came back and they're like, oh, Becky's such a MILF, bro. She's so hot.
Yeah, like I don't
So they're gonna
understand.
do the same thing whenever Alexa comes back.
Like I don't understand. Like there were some like genuine people who were being like, "Oh yeah, she's a milf, she's a future milf," and I was like, "Well, I mean, yeah, but like," and there's some delusional people that are just going like, "Oh, like I can't date. I wouldn't even want to date her now." Like I was like, why, bro? Not even like you would, but like still,
Yeah.
it's like
Well, with
I
that
don't
being
fucking
said,
know.
that's all the fucking topics besides your
Actually,
last thing.
yeah. So let me go get a bottle of Prime because I've bought the lemonade Prime, so I'm gonna taste test it for you guys here.
I've been wanting to try it, but can't fucking barely find Prime anywhere in fucking Ohio.
Luckily, they all have all the new Primes where I work sometimes. So
Yeah, fucking Austin told me he hasn't even tried this flavor yet, and my man bought a whole ass 12 pack and
yeah,
shit.
which it's
So
been.
what are you gonna do if you don't like it, Austin? You're gonna have a whole 12 pack.
I don't know. We're gonna try it though.
Uh,
This is the lemonade flavor. In three, two, one. Hmm. It's not my favorite, but honestly, I would say from the primes I've tasted, it probably goes in the middle.
Does it taste like lemonade?
It tastes like lemonade, but it also has that prime flavor, like the
That
aftertaste.
that prime flavor, what's that?
So you know the aftertaste you get when you taste the lemon lime one? That's kind of what it
hmm
has. It does
So,
taste like lemonade though.
so do you think since they have lemon lime and now they made lemonade, do you think they're gonna make like a fucking lime one?
I don't know.
Fucking there was one like KSI saw that he said it was like an interesting flavor. I'm trying to remember what it was.
I think it was like bubble gum or cotton candy or something like that.
Yeah, cotton candy, that's what it was. Oh, Austin, that's not the newest Prime, because yesterday they at KSI and Logan Paul announced Ice Pop Energy, didn't you see?
I know. I'm gonna look at Walmart. Trust me.
Jesus Christ, bro.
I was pissed because I just got that and I looked at my Twitter. Oh, Ice Pop Energy. I was like, motherfucker.
Have you had any of the energy ones?
I have.
How, like, do they taste different from the regular Primes?
Not really. It's just pretty much carbonated prime, and it helps with energy. Definitely, I will say.
Mm. So what Primes haven't you tried now?
Oh, I've tried every prime now. Oh, actually, besides grape. I'm not even gonna try grape. Fuck that.
So you've even tried the KSI flavor?
Oh wait, no, I haven't tried the KSI flavor. There's no way I'm trying that, bro. That's like over $1,000 right now. Fuck no. And apparently it's just mango.
Apparently,
I don't even fucking
yeah,
like
that's what
mango.
people say. So have you tried Metamoon?
Yeah, it's kind of like the way I can describe it. It's kind of like I don't. It's kind of like this berry flavor, just kind of like a very berry, I guess. I don't know. It's not my fit. It's definitely down there. I would say I've only tried it once and I haven't drank it again.
The only flavors I've had is I've had fruit punch, blue raspberry, lemon lime, ice pop, and strawberry watermelon.
I would say my top five probably goes ice pop, strawberry melon, lemon lime. Actually, wait, orange, lemon lime,
Yeah, I'm surprised a lot of
and
people
blue
fucking hate
raspberry.
the orange.
I love the orange.
I
I would
never
say
had the orange.
I would say little lemonade is probably my sixth. I would say.
So which one is the worst that you've had?
Honestly,
Like, have you tried any that you didn't like?
I'm not a fan of Metamoon, really, truly. Um, I would say the bottom two are probably Metamoon, and then it goes Tropical Punch. Because at least Tropical Punch I could drink multiple
Do you
times.
think
Metamoon I don't really feel like drinking multiple times.
do you think they'll ever release the one that fucking Logan had at Mania? The blue WWE one? Or you think that was just for Mania?
I don't know. I don't even know what flavor that was.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what else they drop because this one was a surprise one. I thought it was gonna be one of those limited time ones because it was like
Mhm.
around Mania time. It was like a limited time thing they were saying in like California, and
I think a cotton candy one would be really good.
I'd be down for that. I wanted to try more like extravagant flavors that like Gatorade hasn't tried, like because I mean Ice Pop did really well.
Mhm.
So if they did cotton candy, I think that would do really well too.
I don't know how well this would go over, but how do you think like a fucking like a pumpkin spice prime would taste?
Ooh. I mean, it'd probably go well with fucking some people. I probably would not like that, but
Or some, I don't know. I'm just thinking of something they could do for like the fall or something.
they could do cranberry.
Oh god.
One of the prime cranberry.
Want Sprite cranberry?
They could actually probably make
Jesus.
a lot of money with that prime cranberry
Yeah.
limited time. That'd be like that would be something.
I mean, it would depend if they would like collab with like other like products and shit. Cause I think a Skittles Prime would be good.
That'd be cool. Starburst might be good.
Oh yeah, Starburst. That especially pink Starburst Prime. Oh, that would
Oh
probably
yeah,
slap.
yeah.
That's
Sour
the
Patch
idea
Kids
right there.
maybe. I don't know.
I don't. Maybe. Ooh, I got one. They could have like fucking like sour green apple prime. I almost said pie. Fucking prime
I'd be down for that.
or fucking. No, maybe they could do like a apple one. I don't think
Shit.
Gatorade's ever done apple flavor or anything like that.
No, they haven't done apple flavor, which is I think they've done green apple, but I don't think
Yeah.
apple.
Oh, the green apple's fucking good. Maybe they could do like fucking like a fucking apple cider prime or some shit.
I'd be down for that.
I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot that they could do. I know one that KSI saw. There's like black cherry, but I don't know if they would do that.
He didn't really like that one.
Yeah.
Banana might be good, but I also don't know.
Mm, yeah. I don't know. Ooh. Ow.
Either way, though, I think this is a decent episode. We're gonna be taking a little break from the podcast. This is just a special one um,
Yeah.
for Fast X, but
Ooh,
we
you
will
know
be
what would
back.
be like a cool idea
Don't
for
say it.
Prime?
Don't say it. If it's something to do with Fast X, please don't say it.
But that's not even what I was thinking. But maybe they could have like a Vin Diesel motor oil flavor. But I was gonna say, what if they did like a fucking like a rainbow prime that was like maybe like they like mix a little of like every flavor or something,
Maybe that'd be a good idea.
or like I don't know, something
Oh,
like that
they could do
maybe.
the Airheads route and go Mystery Prime.
Oh, good.
Like
Well, I
you
mean,
buy the all.
to be fair, Gatorade kind of has that with like the white Gatorade. I think it's like mystery flavor, and then Powerade also has mystery flavor too.
Oh,
But I mean, maybe. Um, maybe see that'd be kind of like what Gatorade has. I was thinking maybe they could do like a white Prime bottle and have like some kind of like because Gatorade has like Arctic Blitz or like Glacier Freeze, so maybe they could do something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't know.
Either way, though, we'll be back in a couple months. Don't worry. I know there were some people that were curious why we were gone so long. Mainly, most of it was because of AEW, which that's over now. So,
Oh, I know what they could do for that Rainbow Prime. You ever see like those rainbow ice pops?
oh yeah, yeah,
They could make it taste like that.
I'd be down for that.
Oh yeah, if you ever get ice pop, I heard people say, like even KSI said this, like I guess if you like actually like freeze the ice pop prime, like it tastes like an actual ice pop, and
Oh damn.
I just recommend you try that if you can. I would, but nowhere's got goddamn prime around here. So
Yeah, that's one
we
thing
got
that's
fucking
not.
Gatorade and Powerade. Oh, we have plenty of fucking body armor. That's all we have, bro. We've gotten in so many shipments of body armor, and nobody buys it, bro.
You know, that's something we could say that is not only in Ohio.
Oh, you got it in Missouri too?
No, I was just gonna say that about Prime
Oh,
because it's not only in Ohio.
yeah, fucking. Some reason we're way overstocked on fucking body armor.
Trust me,
It has
nobody
so
drinks
many
body
different
armor
flavors, but nobody buys it.
because nobody drinks it. Like
Like,
my mom was trying to get me to drink it when I was sick. I was like, nah, bro, I can't do it. This shit's gross.
I just thought of another prime flavor they could do. Just popped in
What?
my head. They could do like a peach prime.
I'd be down for that.
Oh fuck, there you did blue raspberry. I almost said, oh yeah, you did. You said raspberry as well. That's another one they could do.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, on that note, thank you guys for watching this episode of the podcast. This was 63.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Thank you, Tony, again,
Goddamn.
even though you're not here now. Thank you for coming on. It's always nice to have you on. We'll be back in a couple
Oh,
months for 64. We're going to get to 71
yeah.
there.
Yeah, because like the reason that we didn't do the podcast for a couple months is because we were focusing on doing all the AEW shit on the Clips channel. So like fucking we were doing AEW like every week and shit, and so we just did not have time for the podcast. And but now that's done, and because we did so much with the AEW shit and doing gameplays and fucking all this content for Austin's channel and Clips channel and all this shit, like fucking, and we knew May was gonna be so fucked with AEW and Little Mermaid and Fast X and Boogie and Wings and all this shit that like now this is like the second to last thing that we have to do. The only thing that's left now is the fucking roster roast part 3 for AEW, and then finally we can take our goddamn. We're taking a fucking at least a 3-month break.
Yeah.
Like we really need one. Like Jesus Christ, bro.
Bro,
I
we're
hope
struggling.
I hope May's not gonna be this fucked every year. I
I
really
hope
hope.
not either, man. I can't handle it, bro.
Well, I guess with that being said, thank you for watching this episode of the podcast. We'll be back at some point in the future with episode 64. Whenever that's going to be, we'll let you know when that's going to be. We'll probably do some kind of update when we come back from our break. But, yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and we'll see, as KSI says, we'll see you in a bit.
Family.